Baltimore 8-2, but they do have the bases loaded with nobody out. The Angels host Texas tonight as Jeff Weaver goes for the Angels. That game will get underway in about 10 minutes or so. Finals from earlier in the day. The home opener for the Yankees saw New York score 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th to rally past Kansas City 9-7. In the home opener for the Red Sox, Boston defeated Toronto 5-3. And at Cleveland, it was the Indians trouncing Seattle by a score of 9-5 as Travis Hafner hit his 5th home run of the year for Cleveland. Over in the National League, they're in the bottom of the first at Phoenix in the home opener for the Diamondbacks. Arizona trailing Colorado 2-0. Later on, Houston's at San Francisco. Finals, the Mets trounced Washington 7-1. Cincinnati brought out the long ball, 6 home runs, including one by Bronson Arroyo, 2 by Adam Dunn, as the Reds left the Cubs 9-2. At Miami, the Marlins lose to San Diego 9-3, and the Pirates come from behind to beat the Dodgers by a score of 7-6. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for this evening's game right after this on ESPN 1230.
Salt Lake City Credit Union is a guaranteed home run with personalized service and the best rates in town. Salt Lake City Credit Union offers a full menu of financial services, including business services and SBA loans, mortgages, free checking and debit cards, auto loans, and online banking. With 7 locations throughout the valley, they're big enough to provide you with everything you need from a financial institution, and they're small enough to give you the friendly, individualized service you deserve. You owe it to yourself to have an account at Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day.
Eligibility and membership required. Federally insured by NCUA. Attention Utah business owners. Not sure what directory to advertise in? Do they all seem the same? Phone Directories Company has the solution. From Salt Lake to St. George, we cover Utah with 15 great directories, all designed with the Utah communities in mind. Our memorable covers and unique features make them the directories of choice for your customers. With affordable pricing and local sales representatives, advertising has never been easier. Let us make the difference in your business. PDC, Phone Directories Company. Great people, great books, great results. To advertise, call 1-800-228-0801. Could you use a little summer escape? With Meadow Gold, summertime treats are already here. Meadow Gold invites you to pop the top and enter to win a Beetle convertible. It's easy. Just pick up some Meadow Gold ice cream in its new 56-ounce Flavor Lock package. Complete entry form available at meadowgold.com or at select retailers. Mail it along with original UPC to Pop the Top, P.O. Box 1019, Salt Lake City, Utah 84110. Each week, one person will win a 1-year supply of Meadow Gold ice cream. In addition, each weekly winner will qualify for the final round event on July 4th, where someone will take away the grand prize. So, what have you got to lose? Think of treating yourself all year round with strong Volkswagen and Meadow Gold, your hometown dairy. No purchase necessary. See meadowgold.com for entry forms and official rules. Open to legal residents of Utah, 18 or older with valid Utah driver's license. Void where prohibited.
All right, we are back at Cashman Field. Time now to give you the starting lineup for this evening's game, brought to you by Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day. For the visiting Salt Lake Bees, managed by Brian Harper, leading off the shortstop, Eric Ibar. Batting second, the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Hitting third and playing right field, Nick Corneau. Batting cleanup and catching, Mike Napoli. Hitting fifth, the designated hitter, Dallas McPherson. Hitting sixth and playing first base, Kendry Morales. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Brian Speck. Hitting eighth, the left fielder, Curtis Pride. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Reggie Willett. Pitching for the Bees will be left-hander Joe Saunders. For the homestanding Las Vegas 51s, managed by Jerry Royster, leading off the center fielder, John Weber. Batting second, the designated hitter, Willie Ibar. Hitting third, the right fielder, Delwyn Young. Batting cleanup, the left fielder, Joel Guzman. Hitting fifth and playing third base, Chris Truby. Batting sixth, the catcher, Russell Martin. Hitting seventh, the first baseman, Nick Alvarez. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Oscar Robles. And hitting ninth, the shortstop, Wilson Alvarez, with Chad Billingsley pitching. That's the starting lineup brought to you by Salt Lake City Credit Union. We'll be back with the first pitch of this evening's game right after this timeout. You've been in the on-deck circle on ESPN 1230.
This has been the On Deck Circle, a comprehensive look at today's game. The first pitch is right around the corner, so stay tuned. Salt Lake Bees baseball is coming up next on your home for the Salt Lake Bees, ESPN 1230 AM.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Boneless Buffalo Wing Inventor.
Mr. Boneless Buffalo Wing Inventor.
How do you improve upon a meat that is breaded, buttered, double-fried, and dipped in blue cheese dressing? Remove the only part that doesn't contain fat.
Don't eat no chicken bone.
Gone now is the race to eat the drumsticks first, leaving the wings for the other poor suckers.
Hands off my drummy.
Is it leg? Is it wing? Is it rear end? Now every chunk is as identical as it is indistinguishable.
Hope I'm not eating rear end.
So crack open a nice cold Bud Light Boneless Wing Mastermind, because we don't have a bone to pick with you.
Mr. Boneless Buffalo Wing Inventor.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
The starting pitchers are ready. The lineups have been exchanged, and the hot dogs are ready to go. It's time to play ball. Salt Lake Bees baseball is on the air. Now let's go to the ballpark. Here's the voice of the Salt Lake Bees, Steve Klauke.
And once again, a very good evening to you, and welcome to Salt Lake Bees baseball on an overcast, breezy evening here in Las Vegas. It's the Bees and the 51s in Game 2 of this four-game series. Las Vegas claiming Game 1, as we mentioned last night, by a score of 8-7 on Wilson Valdez. Ground ball single left with the bases loaded and two out, bringing home the tying and winning runs for the 51s. 51s off to a 5-0 start. Since this franchise came to be in 1983, they have never started 6-0. A pretty good pitching matchup on paper tonight. Chad Billingsley, one of the top prospects in the Dodgers organization. Joe Saunders, likewise, for the Angels organization, going for the Bees. The 51s have taken the field now for this evening's game, so let's take them around to their positions defensively. Joel Guzman in left, John Weber in center, and Delwyn Young in right. Chris Truby at third, Wilson Valdez at short, Oscar Robles at second, and Nick Alvarez is at first. A battery of Chad Billingsley pitching and Russell Martin catching. Billingsley, in his 2006 debut, went 5 innings against Fresno last Thursday, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. One of the 4 hits was a home run. He walked 2, struck out 3, and threw 1 wild pitch, but he did get the win over the Grizzlies that night. Billingsley, with Jacksonville last year, 13-6 in 28 appearances, 26 of them starts, and a 3.51 earned run average, 2 complete games, one of which was a shutout. Billingsley has been the Dodgers organizational pitcher of the year in each of the last 2 seasons. Las Vegas in their home whites with the blue numerals and lettering, while the Bees wearing the brand new road grays with the black lettering and numerals trimmed in gold. So the throw down to second base, we're just about ready to go. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as Salt Lake Bees baseball is on the air for a Tuesday night from Las Vegas. Eric Ibar, the shortstop, to lead things off, batting .435, 1 double, 1 triple, no homers, and 10 runs batted in. He's hit safely in all 5 games for the Bees so far this year. He was 2 for 4 last night. He was 2 for 4. His brother Willie 0 for 5, but Willie picked up the only RBI, moving him into first place in the league, one ahead of Ibar, although two others are in at 11 as well. So Eric, a switch hitter, batting to the left side against the right-hander Billingsley. And the big 6'2", 230-pound right-hander deals the first pitch, and it sinks down low for ball one. Billingsley in his fourth professional season. Born and still lives in Defiance, Ohio. 21-year-old right-hander with a 1-0. Swinging a tap foul behind home plate. That evens the count on Eric at 1 ball and 1 strike. Billingsley, a first-round draft pick in 2003, the 24th selection overall in the draft out of Defiance High School in Ohio. The 1-1 to Ibar, and Eric takes low and inside, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Chris Truby, the third baseman, in several steps on the infield grass. The outfield in and around towards left. As Billingsley delivers the 2-1, swinging a ground ball on one hop to first. Alvarez takes it and brings it 3 steps to the bag for the out. So Ibar retired, 1 away, and that'll bring up Howie Kendrick, the second baseman.
The second baseman, Howie
Kendrick batting .476, 2 doubles and 5 runs batted in. Like Ibar, has hit safely in all 5 Bees games. 1 for 4 last night. Pitch on the way, outside at the knees, ball 1. Billingsley with a fastball in the 92 to 95 mile per hour range, an outstanding slider, and a curveball. 1 ball to count on Kendrick as Billingsley kicks and delivers. Swung on and pops up foul. Back over our heads and out of play. That evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just underway. No score, top of the first inning. Game 2 of this 4-game series as the 1-1 comes home. Swing and a miss at a fastball away, 1-2. This series, the AAA edition of the Freeway Series, with the Bees being the top affiliate of the Angels and likewise Las Vegas of the Dodgers. Now Billingsley, the kick in the 1-2. Swung on, popped up foul, first base side. Alvarez gives chase, but that's going to be well back into the seats. And the count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Jack, it's the order of the day for most of the fans, a rarity here in Las Vegas. It is supposed to warm up a little bit over the next couple of days. Hopefully the weather will be good for the Bees home opener coming up on Friday at Franklin Covey Field. The 1-2 to Kendrick again. Swung on, grounded towards the hole at short. Backhanded in short left by Valdez. Turns and throws, but it rolls to first base. And Kendrick has himself an infield single. So for Howie, that extends his hitting streak now to 6 straight games. Brings up Nick Gorneau, the right fielder, batting .278, 1 homer, 2 runs batted in. He hit that long 2-run home run to left field last night. That at the time got the Bees to within a run at 4-3. So a runner at first base, 1 out. Kendrick 1 for 2 in the stolen base department here in the early going. He stole 25 bases in 33 attempts between Single-A Rancho Cucamonga and Double-A Arkansas last year. First pitch to Gorneau, a fastball high, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Gorneau. His 2-run home run providing the first 2 RBI of the season for Nick, who won the RBI crown in the PCL last year with 108. Now Billingsley from the stretch, the 1-0. That one sinks down low, ball 2. 2-0 the count. The infield at double play depth for Las Vegas. Gorneau has hit safely in all 4 games in which he has played. The outfield straight away. Again, the breeze about 11-12 miles per hour blowing out towards right center. Billingsley ready, the 2-0. Fastball slices the outside corner just under the belt, and the count's 2-1. Billingsley last year led the Dodgers organization in wins with 13, complete games with 2, innings pitched. He tied with Eric Stoltz, last night's starter, with 146 innings and led the organization with 162 strikeouts. The 2-1 to Gorneau, swinging a high bouncer towards Valdez at short, shovels to second for 1. Robles relay to first, just in time for the double play. 6-4-3 double play, no runs, 1 hit. Nobody left on base, and after the first half inning of play, it's the Bees nothing, and Las Vegas is coming to bat on ESPN 1230.
Hi, is this the Federal Reserve? How you doing? Good, good. I'm fine, thanks. Listen, maybe you can help me. You're the guys who control the interest rates, right? Good. I was wondering if you could just not touch the interest rates until I sell my home. Well, yeah, I understand that, but no, I just need you to not touch the interest rate until I sell my home. That's all. Just, don't raise it. Just, keep it stable. Well, is there someone there who can help me? Yeah, I'll hold. Thanks.
Okay, so you can't control the Fed, but call a Coldwell Banker residential brokerage agent, and you'll have qualified buyers from all over the world looking at your home, no matter what the interest rate is. That's because Coldwell Banker agents are not only local experts, they're also part of a national and international referral network of professional agents. So there will be thousands of Coldwell Banker agents all over the world working to find you the right buyer at the right price.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, I'm still on hold. Sure, I'll stay here. Thanks.
Call a Coldwell Banker professional in your neighborhood or visit UtahHomes.com. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage is owned and operated by NRT Incorporated.
Safe Light Auto Glass brings you Jazz Talk Monday through Friday on 1320 KFAN. Only Safe Light Auto Glass technicians are Safe Tech certified, and maybe that's why more people trust Safe Light to fix their auto glass damage than any other company. Visit SafeLight.com or call 1-800-800-ASAP for 24/7 instant scheduling, and catch Utah's #1 sports show on 1320 KFAN Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. It's Jazz Talk, brought to you by Safe Light Auto Glass.
All right, we go to the bottom of the first inning. No score defensively for the Bees. Curtis Pride's in left. Reggie Willits in center. Nick Gornose in right. Ryan Specht is at third. Eric Ibar at short. Howie Kendrick at second, and Kendry Morales at first. A battery of Joe Saunders pitching and Mike Napoli catching. For Saunders, his second start on Thursday in Tucson. He went 6 innings, gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, 2 of which were earned, no walks and 2 strikeouts. He got the win. Did give up 1 home run in that game, but Saunders picking up the victory on opening night in Tucson. So it'll be John Weber, the center fielder, to lead things off, batting .300 for Las Vegas. 1 double, no runs batted in. Came in for Jeff Duncan last night when Duncan fouled a pitch off his foot and could not continue after he finished his at-bat. Joe Saunders ready to go, and the first pitch on the way is a strike on the inside corner at the knees, 0-1. Weber went 1 for 3 last night with a double. Now the lefty ready to kick the 1-0, or the 0-1 rather. Curveball in at the knees, a strike, and it's 0-2. Gary Royster, the Las Vegas manager, coaching at third, and longtime Dodger catcher Steve Yeager coaching at first. The 2-strike pitch to Weber. And this is down low, a curveball. 1-2 the count on Weber. Hit .300 last year at Jacksonville. 11 homers, 68 runs batted in for the left-handed hitter. Now the 1-2. Bringing a ground ball back to first, backing up on it. Morales stays with it and takes it 5 steps to the bag for the out. So Weber retired, 1 away. That'll bring up Willie Ibar, the designated hitter. Ibar batting .333, 1 double, 2 homers, 11 runs batted in. We mentioned earlier 0 for 5 with a run batted in last night's game. Drove in a run with a ground out. So 1 out, bases empty. Saunders, the lefty, fires a fastball outside at the belt, ball 1. 1-0 to count. Salt Lake, since joining the league in 1994 with a 103-72 edge over Las Vegas. Here's a swing, a high pop fly, shallow left, racing out. Ibar makes the fine running catch with his back to the infield. Reggie Willits had a long way to go to come in from center field, and Ibar raced about, I'd say 50, 60 feet out of the shallow center field, maybe more than that, to run that one down. And he had his back to the infield when he made the over-the-shoulder grab. A sensational effort by Eric Ibar to take a hit away from his brother Willie. So 2 down. I'm sure they'll talk about that one after the game. Here's Elwin Young, the right fielder, batting .235, 1 double, 5 runs batted in. 1 hit in 5 at-bats last night. Saunders' fastball misses low and outside for ball one. 1-0 the count. No score. Bottom of the first inning here in Las Vegas. Saunders ready. The 1-0. Swing and a miss as Young was late on a fastball. The count's 1-2. Saunders with a low 90s fastball, a cutter, a curveball, and a changeup. The 1-1. Fastball high, ball 2. 2-1 the count on Young. And tomorrow night, the third game of the series, Dustin Mosley for the Bees against DJ Holton for Las Vegas. There's a curveball that bounces in, and the count on Young, 3-1. And the series wraps up Thursday with Jared Weaver making his second start for Salt Lake against veteran right-hander Aaron Seeley. And the home opener on Friday against Portland. 3-1 pitch to Young. Swinging a foul as he got a piece of a fastball. Chris Butchek gets the nod for the home opener on Friday against right-hander Seth Etherton. For Portland, the AAA affiliate of the San Diego Padres. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The count on Young. Saunders' payoff pitch is foul back off the screen, and it's still 3-2. Young, a 4th-round pick in 2002 by the Dodgers out of Santa Barbara Community College. Switch hitter batting from the right side against the lefty Saunders. The 3-2 curveball broke late and missed high. Ball 4. Joe thought he had a strike and was starting to walk towards the third base dugout occupied by the Bees. So the 51s had their initial base runner on a 2-out walk. That'll bring up Joel Guzman, the left fielder, hitting .429, 2 doubles, a homer, and 6 runs batted in. 2 for 5 last night. So runner at first base, 2 down. Now Saunders set. A glance towards first, the pitch home. Guzman takes one in the dirt, blocked nicely by Mike Napoli sliding across to his left, and that's ball 1. 1-0 the count. Gary Royster going through the signs over in the coach's box or third, or maybe about 30 feet beyond it. Outfield straight away for the right-handed batter. Now Saunders ready. The left-hander with a 1-0. Swing and a miss as he blew the fastball by Guzman, and the count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Saunders last year splitting his time 3 ways, making 18 starts for Arkansas, going 7-4. He was 3-3 in 9 starts for Salt Lake. No decision in 2 starts for the Angels. Saunders, the 1-1. Missed in tight, ball 2. 2-1 the count on Guzman. Southern League All-Star last year, as well as a Baseball America Double-A All-Star. Guzman awaits the 2-1, instead the turn of the toss to first, and Young is back. Guzman with some big numbers last year for Double-A Jacksonville, including an organizational high 128 strikeouts. 2 balls, 1 strike. Saunders pitch. Swinging a tap foul as Guzman was out in front of an off-speed delivery, and the count's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No score. Bottom of the first inning here at Cashman Field in Las Vegas. Second of 16 meetings between the 2 teams. Now Saunders, the glance towards first, and the 2-2 home. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on that one again. He struck him out. First strikeout for Joe. No runs in the inning, no hit. There was a walk. The 1 runner was left on the base pass. After 1 inning of play here in Las Vegas, there's no score at Cashman Field here on ESPN 1230.
$35,000 in debt. The credit line at the appliance store, our big move, all on credit cards. We could barely make the minimum payments. There was no way out. We owed so much, it was choking us.
Do you owe $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 or more in credit card debt? If so, you know the interest rates are killing you. You need relief. Call 800-610-0103 for Debt Relief USA. They've helped thousands of people just like you and will negotiate with your creditors to settle all your credit card debt for about half of what you owe without filing bankruptcy. Settle all your credit card debt now for pennies on the dollar.
Debt Relief USA set up a plan and got things on track, and they got us a really good deal with our creditors, and we ended up only paying 40% of what we owed. Debt Relief USA. Wow, who knew?
Debt Relief USA. In most cases, you can be debt-free in less than 36 months. Call Debt Relief USA today for your free consultation. 800-610-0103. Avoid bankruptcy and become debt-free. Call now. 800-610-0103. 800-610-0103.
It's Papa John's biggest introduction ever. The new Kong-size specialty pizza. 30% bigger than our original large pizza. With Kong-size slices of pepperoni and Italian sausage. Right now, get Papa John's new Kong-size specialty pizza for just $12.99. And get a $3 coupon for the King Kong DVD. Call now or order online at papajohns.com and we'll deliver. Limited delivery area charges may apply. Papa John's Kong-size specialty pizza for only $12.99. And King Kong on the DVD today. Rated PG-13.
We move to the second inning, no score. It'll be Mike Napoli, Dallas McPherson, and Kendry Morales, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, due up to face right-hander Chad Billingsley. Mike Napoli batting .313, a double, a homer, 1 run batted in. He homered in 4 at-bats last night. His long ball tied the game at 4-4 in the midst of that 6-run 6th inning. So Napoli to start things off against Billingsley. First pitch on the way. A fastball strike in the outside corner above the knees. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. 3 home runs in that inning. 2-run blast by Gorneau, 1 by Napoli, and a 3-run homer by Ryan Buddy. Third ball from Billingsley bounced in and by the catcher Martin. The count's even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. They say that Billingsley had hit consistently the mid-80s with his fastball at the age of 15. There's a fastball in for a strike, and the count's 1-2. Mike Napoli at the plate, drafted right out of high school by the Angels, a 17th round pick in 2000. 1-2 pitch, fastball outside at the knees, ball 2. 2-2 the count. Napoli making his 5th start in 6 games behind the plate. Now the 2-2 from Billingsley. Swing at a fastball and a foul tip into the glove of Martin for the strikeout. First punch out for Billingsley, and there's 1 down here in the second. Brings up Dallas McPherson, batting .150, 2 doubles and 1 run batted in. Just a reminder, this year, if a Bees player hits for the cycle at home during a regulation 9-inning game, a lucky fan would win $10,000 at the SMC Capital Management Hit for the Cycle contest. Billingsley ready, the pitch to McPherson. Bounces in, ball 1. If a player gets a single, double, triple, and home run in 9 innings, you win $10,000 courtesy of Gary Gigi of SMC Capital Management. Register to win at the Franklin Covey Field Customer Service Booth. 1-0 pitch to McPherson. Fastball inside corner, knee high for a strike, and it's 1-1. And don't forget, too, to check out www.retirementsource.net for information on SMC Capital Management, Architects of Wealth. The 1-1 to McPherson. Billingsley delivers. Swing and a miss at a fastball. And the count's 1-2. Dallas struggling here in the early going. He has struck out 12 times in 20 at-bats. 1 ball, 2 strikes the pitch. Fastball high, 2-2. The 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on McPherson. Straightaway stance at the plate for the left-hand batter as he awaits the 2-2 from Billingsley. Swinging a pop foul, coming back and out of play, and the count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brian Harper, Bees manager in his first year at the helm of the AAA club. Coaching at third, Jim Epper, the hitting coach, over at first. The 2-2 to McPherson, swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider. And that is back-to-back strikeouts now for Billingsley. They rate him as having the best breaking ball in the organization, and it's his slider, not as much as his curveball. He also is rated as having the best control among prospects in the organization of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So 2 out here in the second inning brings up Kendry Morales, the first baseman. Morales batting .182, no extra base hits, and 1 run batted in. He's hit safely in all 4 games he's played as he lines the first pitch foul into the seats down the left field line for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Outfield straight away for Morales as Billingsley deals. Swinging a chopper over the mound by second base, and it gets through into center field for a base hit. So Morales extends his hitting streak to 5 straight games. Hit number 2 for the Bees in this one, and that'll bring up Ryan Speck, the third baseman.
Ryan Speck.
Speck batting .375, 1 double, 3 runs batted in. Garrett Anderson, a first inning RBI double to give the Angels a 1-0 lead at home over the Texas Rangers. Beat Texas last night 5-2. First pitch to Speck. Low and inside to Bryan, a switch hitter batting from the left side, ball 1. Angels have opened up the home portion of their schedule by winning 3 of 4, beating Texas yesterday and taking 2 out of 3 from the Yankees in their home opening series over the weekend. 1-0 pitch to Speck. That sinks down low for ball 2. 2-0 the count on Bryan, who did not see any action in last night's game. 2-0 the count on Speck. Short lead at first for Morales. Billingsley ready. The 2-0. Swung on and lofted down the left field line, slicing down towards the Bees bullpen, and it lands in foul territory. So the count on Speck, 2 balls, 1 strike. Jared Weaver of the Bees going on Thursday, drawing interest. Reporter from ESPN, the magazine, scheduled to be here. His older brother Jeff starting for the Angels tonight. 2-1 the count on Speck. Billingsley's pitch. Fastball in at the knees. A strike, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No score. Top of the second inning. Outfield swung around towards left, not expecting Bryan to get around on Billingsley. The 2-2. Slider swung at and missed. He struck him out, and that retires the side. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Chad Billingsley. No runs, 1 hit. 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Bees nothing, Las Vegas nothing on ESPN 1230.
When it comes to maximum adrenaline for minimum cash, nobody beats your Yamaha dealer. Right now you can get on a brand new electric start TTR 230, TTR 125 LE, or TTR 50E for only $39 a month. How about a Raptor ATV then? 50, 80, or 350? Maybe a Vino Classic or a Vino 125 scooter. 2 wheels or 4, off-road or on. Right now any new Yamaha priced under $5,000 can be yours for just $39 a month for a full 24 months. Get down to Plaza Cycle now and get your juices flowing. Plaza Cycle is at 1379 West, 3300 South in the heart of the Salt Lake Valley. Plaza Cycle. Walk in, ride out.
On your approved Yamaha credit card purchases, APR 7.9% for 24 months. After promotional period, standard rate APRs are 12.99%, 16.99%, 18.99%, or 22.99%. Default rate 24.99% APR. Minimum finance charge $1. Offer good through May 31st, 2006. See your dealer for ATV age recommendations. For safety and training information, call the ATV Safety Institute at 1-800-887-2887.
Dreaming of owning your own home? Cypress Credit Union would like to make your dream a reality with fantastic rates on low-fee construction and mortgage loans. Visit cypresscu.com or speak to a mortgage specialist at 260-7600. We'll help you determine your home buying power and the loan that best fits your needs. Mention this ad and we'll waive the $175 processing fee when you get your mortgage.
Cypress Credit Union. Your future is our future.
Equal housing lender.
All right, we go go now to the bottom of the second inning. No score. It'll be Chris Truby, Russell Martin, and Nick Alvarez. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up in the Las Vegas batting order to face left-hander Joe Saunders. Chris Truby hitting .625 here in the early going as he has 5 hits and 8 at-bats, including a 2-for-2 night last night. 1 double, 1 homer, 4 runs batted in for Truby. Veteran in his 14th professional season. Las Vegas, his 4th stop on the PCL Tour. Saunders ready to pitch. Swung on and lifted foul. First base side, out of play, strike 1. Truby not only has bounced around at AAA, but he has appeared in 263 Major League games with Houston, Montreal, Detroit, and Tampa Bay. With a .231 lifetime average in the majors. The 0-1 misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 23 home runs, 107 runs batted in. Outfield straight away for the right-hand batter as Saunders deals. Tried to hold up on a high fastball. Did he go around? Yes. On the appeal of the first base umpire, and the count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Russell Martin and Nick Alvarez to follow. For Las Vegas here in the bottom of the second. Saunders ready, the 1-2. Swung on, punched towards right field, but Gorneau is there waiting for it. He'll make the bill of the cap-high catch for out number 1. Truby flies right to Nick Gorneau. Maybe had to move a step or 2 at the most to get to that ball. So 1 out for Russell Martin. The catcher batting .231, 3 doubles, 3 runs batted in, 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles last night, along with 1 run batted in. The doubles were identical. He was able to pull pitches down the left field line into the corner for 2 baggers. Pitch on the way, a changeup to Martin, misses high, ball 1. Right-handed batter for the Montreal area. Although he was born in Ontario, East York, a suburb of Toronto. And the changeup strike given the letters, and the count's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Went to high school in the Montreal area, same school that produced Eric Gagne of the Dodgers. The 1-1 pitch on the way, up high, ball 2. 2-1 the count. No score, bottom of the second inning. Now Saunders ready, the 2-1. Fastball strike on the outside corner above the belt, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outfield shaded towards right for Martin. A pitch. Curveball low, 3-2. Martin, a catcher in his 5th year. It wasn't, though, until 2 years ago that he became a catcher. He was originally drafted as and started his pro career as a third baseman. 3-2 payoff pitch to Martin. Fastball high, he walked him. That's the second free pass issued by Saunders, who did not walk a batter on opening night in Tucson. So 1 on, 1 out for Nick Alvarez, the first baseman. Alvarez 0 for 3 last night, batting .400 on the year, 1 double and 3 runs batted in. So 1 out, 1 on. The infield, a double play depth behind Saunders. Saunders saw 3 appearances, one of them a start for the Angels at spring training. A glance towards first. The pitch home is laced into left center field. Coming on, Willits has to play it on a hop. Stopping at second base is Martin. Willits thought about trying to come in and make the diving grab, but thought better of it and played it safe. So Nick Alvarez has the first hit of the game for Las Vegas. Here's Oscar Robles, the second baseman, batting .400, 1 double, 3 runs batted in. He was 1 for 3 with an RBI last night. Saunders struggled some with his control in his last Cactus League start for Salt Lake. Did not walk a batter against Tucson last Thursday. Pitch on the way, breaking ball low, ball 1, but he's already walked 2 of the first 7 batters he faced tonight. Walked 4 and struck out 2 in 7 1/3 big league innings in Cactus League play for the Angels. The 1-0. Breaking ball, and it's an ease. A strike, 0-1. The count, lefty against lefty here. With the Angels, Joe gave up 9 hits in 7 1/3 innings, 5 runs for the Mern for a 4.91 ERA. He was not involved in any decisions. Saunders, the 1-1. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Now Las Vegas with the first real threat of the night. Runners at first and second base and 1 out. 2-1 offering on the way. Curveball, and it's ducked under by Robles. Ball 3. 3-1 the count, and a wide one here would load the bases for Wilson Valdez, who last night batted with the bases loaded and delivered the 2-run single to win the game for Las Vegas in the bottom of the 9th inning. 3 balls, 1 strike. Martin the lead at second, Alvarez at first. Saunders ready, and the pitch. Swung on line, and a leap by Ibar. He can't pull it in. It's a base hit. Rounding third and heading home is Martin. The throw offline. It's an RBI single for Oscar Robles, and it's 1-0 Las Vegas. Eric Ibar drifting back, jumped for that ball, but could not bring it in. So 1-0 Las Vegas.
Wilson Valdez.
So here's Wilson Valdez, who won it for the 51s last night. So runners at first and second base, 1 out. Valdez, the batter. He was 2 for 2 in his 2 plate appearances last evening. Now the pitch. Fastball strike on the outside corner at the knees, 0-1. 0 balls, 1 strike. Again, the infield double play depth behind Saunders. Now the lefty's 0-1. Swing a ground ball to third. Flag down by Speck to his left. Goes to second for 1. Hendricks throw to first. Not in time. Is it good hard slide at second base by Robles. Threw off the timing there, and Kendrick couldn't get anything on the throw. So good play by Robles on the hard slide into second base. Good play by Specht as well, lunging to his left just to get to that ball. So 2 outs now. Runners at first and third, still 1-0 Las Vegas. And the batter will be John Weber, who grounded out to first, his initial time up. So 2 outs, runners at the corners. Saunders pitch. Weber takes high, ball 1. 1-0 the count as Las Vegas has drawn first blood here tonight. As they lead it now 1-0. Runners at the corners, 2 out. Valdez takes off at first, and the pitch is fouled back and out of play. That evens the count at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, as Valdez heads back to first base. A cool, windy night here tonight. Maybe not quite as cool as it was yesterday. Still not the usual baseball weather we find in Las Vegas. But I'll take this over the triple digits that we usually see down here during the season. 1 ball, 1 strike the count on Weber. Saunders pitch. Swung on a high bouncer. Kendrick waiting for it. He has it. Flips to second base and gets the force out on Valdez to retire the side. But Las Vegas is on the board with 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. They strand 2. And after 2 complete innings of play, it's Las Vegas 1. The Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
Honey, I need you to sit down. I've got some bad news.
What?
I'm morning impaired.
You're what?
I'm morning impaired. I have morning impairment. I need you to help me through this.
And what exactly do you need to fight this? I'm sorry, what was it again?
Morning impairedness. I'm glad you asked. What I'm going to need, besides your love, support, and that kind of thing, is I'm going to need McDonald's breakfast every morning and a large cup of coffee. It's The only way to fight this thing.
Right. So you want me to bring you McDonald's breakfast every morning?
And coffee, 2 creams, 1 sugar. Bless you.
Help us help you. Head to McDonald's for a tasty bacon, egg, and cheese or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle sandwich. It's everything you need to make this morning a brand new start. And don't forget, we're up when you're up at 5 a.m. or earlier.
So grab me some McDonald's and we can let the healing begin.
Oh, you're going to need some healing.
To participate in McDonald's.
Attention Utah business owners. Not sure what directory to advertise in? Do they all seem the same? Phone Directories Company has the solution. From Salt Lake to St. George, we cover Utah with 15 great directories, all designed with the Utah communities in mind. Our memorable covers and unique features make them the directories of choice for your customers. With affordable pricing and local sales representatives, advertising has never been easier. Let us make the difference in your business. PDC, Phone Directories Company. Great people, great books, great results. To advertise, call 1-800-228-0801.
We go to the top of the third, 1-0 Las Vegas on the RBI single by Oscar Robles. So now the Bees will send Curtis Pride, Reggie Willits, and Eric Ibar due up here in the third inning. It's also time for our third inning update of the Abra scoreboard, as we catch you up to date on what's happening around baseball tonight. Because Abra Auto Body and Glass provides a lifetime written guarantee on all structural and body repairs, they're a preferred provider for most insurance companies. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA today to schedule your appointment. Curtis Pride to lead things off, 1 for 7 to start the season. Takes a fastball high, ball 1. That one hit a double against Tucson. Did not appear in yesterday's game here in Las Vegas. 1 ball, no strikes. Billingsley's pitch. Breaking ball low, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Fresno rallies with 2 in the 8th and 1 in the 9th to defeat Tucson today, 5-3. That was a 10 a.m. start Tucson time. The 2-0. Pride takes a fastball strike on the inside corner at the knees, 2-1. Ben Sheets with 5 2/3 scoreless innings in his rehab assignment for Nashville today as they beat Iowa 4-1. Gave up only 3 hits. The 2-1 pitch. Pride takes a strike at the knees, 2-2. Rehabbing a lower back strain. If all is well over the next couple of days, he'll report to the Brewers and likely pitch Sunday at Shea Stadium against the Mets. Justin Leone's 4th home run of the year in the bottom of the 9th gave Portland a 3-2 win over Colorado Springs today at PGE Park. The 2-2 to Pride bounces in for ball 3. So a full count on Curtis. At New Orleans tonight, the Zephyrs roll past Memphis 4-1. They're in the 9th inning at Omaha. Albuquerque leading the Royals 4-0. Now time called. The third base umpire wants to check out the baseball. At Oklahoma in the 8th, Round Rock leading the Red Hawks 6-3. And at Tacoma, Sacramento leads the Rainiers 6-2 in the 6th. Now the 3-2 payoff pitch. Pride swings and fouls a fastball back. So we'll do it again at 3-2. In the American League, they're going to the 9th. The Metrodome, Twins home opener. They lead Oakland 7-6. After 2 at Anaheim, the Angels trail Texas 2-1. Hank Blaylock with a 2-run home run for the Rangers in the 2nd inning off Jeff Weaver. Now the 3-2 payoff pitch again. A fastball high, and Curtis Pride is aboard with a leadoff walk. First free pass given out by Chad Billingsley in the ball game. Brings up Reggie Willits, the center fielder. Hitting .250, no extra base hits, and 3 runs batted in. 0 for 4 last night. Yankees rally with 5 in the bottom of the 8th inning to beat Kansas City 9-7 to win their 9th consecutive home opening game. Red Sox win their home opener 5-3 over Toronto. Truby in at third. The first pitch to Willits. He shows bunt and takes a strike, 0-1. Cleveland a winner over Seattle 9-5. Travis Hafner with his 5th home run of the year for Cleveland, and Baltimore doubled up Tampa Bay 8-4. Chris Benson gets his first win as an Oriole. National League, they're in the fourth at Phoenix. Colorado leading Arizona 3-0. Out from the belt, Billingsley, the 0-1. Fastball outside at the knees, 1-1 the count. Todd Helton and Brad Hoff have homered for the Rockies. The rest of the National League action has been completed. The Mets roll the Nationals in Washington 7-1. 1-1 strike the count on Willits. Pride the lead at first base, and that draws a throw as he dives back in ahead of the tag of Nick Alvarez. Cincinnati hit 6 home runs today in a 9-2 rout of the Cubs at Wrigley Field. Bronson Arroyo, the winning pitcher, hit his second home run. He was traded by the Red Sox to the Reds for Willie Mo Pena. Arroyo has 2 home runs so far. Pena, none. 1-1 pitch. Willits fouls back a fastball, and it's 1-2. Sure enough, what the Red Sox had in mind. Khalil Green, a pair of home runs, and the Marlins 9-3 loss to San Diego. Green, outstanding shortstop for the Padres. Pirates edge the Dodgers 7-6. Now the 1-2 to Willits. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner under the belt, and Reggie with a few words for the man in blue on his way back to the dugout. 4th strikeout for Chad Billingsley, and there's 1 down here in the 3rd. Here's Eric Ibar, who grounded out to first, his initial time up. Bill Miller, a couple of home runs for the Dodgers in that one. Giants and Astros rained out by the Bay. First pitch to Ibar. His Pride is running, and the ground ball is foul outside the bag at first. Boy, if Ibar doesn't make contact, Pride has that base stolen easily, as Billingsley wasn't paying any attention to Curtis on that one. So back to first is Pride. 1 out, 1 strike the count on Eric Ibar. Billingsley ready to pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a curveball, and the count's 1-2. And his brother Willie DHing tonight for Las Vegas, and Eric with a great running catch in center field with his back to the infield, taking a hit away from his brother. Now the 2-strike pitch. Ibar swings and fouls a fastball back out of play. So we'll do it again at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Howie Kendrick is due next. Curtis Pride at first, 1 out. The 0-2 to Ibar. Swing and a miss, and a slider in the dirt. He struck him out. That's 5 strikeouts now for Chad Billingsley, and they've come over the last 2 innings.
Number 4. Second baseman, Howie.
That'll bring up Howie Kendrick. Kendrick with the infield single his last time up. Grounded one into the hole. The shortstop Valdez backhanded it in short left, but had no chance to throw out Kendrick. Here's a swing and a miss at a fastball down in the way, strike 1, although he tried to. 1 strike to count. Leadoff walk to Curtis Pride, but 2 outs later, he's still over at first base. The 0-1 to Kendrick. Instead to throw to first. Saved as Pride just did get in ahead of the tag. That was close. 0-1 the count remains on Kendrick. Billingsley with 5 strikeouts so far in this one. His season high last year was 12 against Mobile on June the 2nd in just 7 innings of work. No balls, 1 strike the count on Kendrick as Billingsley deals. Fastball hit in the air to right field towards the line, and in comes Delwyn Young, now waiting for it. He'll make the catch about 10 feet into fair territory, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. There was a walk, and 1 runner was left on base. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Las Vegas 1, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we know how much you count on your vehicle. So when it needs repairs, body work, or a new windshield, where should you take it? Go to America's most recommended name in damaged vehicle repair. That's right. In an independent nationwide customer satisfaction survey, Abra Auto Body and Glass was the company most recommended to family and friends for quality of work, customer communication, and overall service. Why? Maybe it's our commitment to safety. Abra spends more to train our technicians than anyone else in the industry, and every repair meets our strict safety standards. Maybe it's our lifetime warranty that backs up all those repairs. Or that Abra works with over 500 insurance companies nationwide to make your claims process a snap. Whatever the reason, Abra Auto Body and Glass is proud to be so highly regarded. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an appointment.
The following meal is rated G for grade.
In a world where fancy restaurants charge $24, $25, even $26 for steak and colossal shrimp, only Sizzler wants your family to enjoy the same incredible meal for just $12.99. Starring a half-pound fire-grilled steak and colossal shrimp, massive and meaty, served with warm dipping butter. If you eat one great meal today, make it Sizzler's steak and colossal shrimp, just $12.99 for a limited time.
Now to Sizzler near you. All right, we head to the bottom of the third inning. It's a 1-0 ball game in favor of Las Vegas. Willie Ibar, Delwyn Young, and Joel Guzman, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, due up in the 51's batting order against left-hander Joe Saunders. Ibar pops up to the shortstop. His brother Eric Ibar, that aforementioned outstanding play, racing out into center field, was back to the infield making the catch. The first pitch to Willie Ibar. Popped up, foul ground, first base side. Calling for it, Napoli. Now Morales comes over, and it drops in behind Napoli. So a new lease on life for Willie Ibar. It looked like Napoli had it all the way. Then Morales must have called him off, or Napoli thought he called him off, and it dropped behind him. 1 strike to count on Ibar. The pitch. Curveball low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, let's see what Willie Ibar does with his second chance. It's a swing and a fastball and a foul back. And the count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 1-0 Las Vegas here in the bottom of the third. Saunders ready, the 1-2. Low and outside off the glove of the catcher, Napoli, and the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield screened away for the right-handed batter as the 2-2 comes home. Curveball low, ball 3. Fills the count at 3-2. Now Saunders ready, the payoff pitch. Swinging a fastball, and Ibar gets a piece of it, sending it back into the screen to stay alive. So it remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now again the payoff pitch. Low ball 4, and the misplay cost the Bees here as Ibar gets on base when he should have been the first out of the inning. Third walk issued by Saunders. Here's Delwyn Young, who walked his first time up. Youngsters between the ages of 8 and 13, you can help me call the action from the press box as the Great Clips junior broadcaster for a game. You can enter to win at any Wasatch Front Great Clips location. Relax, it's Great Clips. So Ibar, good speed over at first base. The pitch to Young. Fastball high and away, ball 1. Well, you just can't afford to give any team, but with the PCL Las Vegas, an offensive juggernaut, can't give them 4 outs in an inning, which is pretty much what you've done with that misplay. Here's a swing and a broken bat liner to left, but coming in and over for it. Curtis Pride to his left, races over and makes the shoulder high grab for the out. As that bat went about 5 different directions upon contact with the ball. So Young retired, 1 out. Ibar back to first. That'll bring up Joel Guzman, who struck out swinging his first time up. The only strikeout recorded by Saunders so far. So 1 out, a runner at first base here in the bottom of the third, 1-0 Las Vegas. Morales playing in front of the runner Ibar at first, and the first pitch is over at the knees, a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike as Guzman steps out. Now back in the batter's box, waves that bat out over the plate. Saunders ready, and here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he blew the high fastball by him, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 Las Vegas. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Infield, double play depth behind Saunders. Now the lefty ready. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss at a fastball. He struck him out. Second strikeout for Saunders, and Guzman has been the victim each time.
Number 28, Chris Truby.
That'll bring up Chris Truby. Flied out to the right fielder, Nick Gorneau, his first time up. Hits are even, 2 apiece. Saunders, the glance towards first, the pitch. Breaking ball, strike on the outside corner at the knees, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Infield back now with 2 outs. Saunders ready. The toss to first. And the runner is back. Tracing Truby's career is like looking at a road map. The 0-1 instead to throw to first, and Ibar is back. Truby has played at Osceola, Florida, Quad City, Illinois, Auburn, Quad City again, Kissimmee, Florida, Jackson, Mississippi, New Orleans, Jackson, New Orleans, Houston, New Orleans, Montreal, Detroit, Toledo, Durham, Tampa Bay, Nashville, Omaha, and Las Vegas. There's a pitch just inside of the bell of the ball, 1-1. So playing for Las Vegas, it's the first time in 14 years that he's played for a team based in the Pacific time zone. I think he's got them all. Well, I don't think he's played in or been based in the Mountain time zone yet. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss as he couldn't catch up with the Saunders fastball, and the count's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. 2 out, a runner at first here in the bottom of the third inning. 1-0, 51s. One ball, 2 strikes. Saunders ready, the pitch. He struck him out swinging as he blew the high heater by him. Strikeout number 3 for Joe Saunders. No runs, no hits. There was a walk and 1 runner left on base. After 3 complete, it's Las Vegas 1, the Bees nothing on ESPN 1230.
For more than 25 years, there's been a guy you've trusted, a guy you've known, Larry H. Miller. Since 1979, when Larry H. Miller opened his first automotive dealership, he's had one primary goal in mind, to make our communities grow stronger and better by offering the very best in quality, service, selection, and price. And since that day, nearly 3 decades ago, you've been there to help the Larry H. Miller dealerships become one of the largest and most respected dealership groups in the entire country. And for that, we say thank you. Today, you can choose to shop at more than a dozen of our automotive dealerships along the Wasatch Front, almost all of which feature dealership service centers on site. We also have 3 state-of-the-art collision repair facilities to serve you. We know that we could not continue to grow our business without yours. So when it comes to your next car, there's a guy you know who cares about values, honor, integrity, and trust. Larry H. Miller. After all, you know this guy.
Salt Lake City Credit Union is a guaranteed home run with personalized service and the best rates in town. Salt Lake City Credit Union offers a full menu of financial services, including business services and SBA loans, mortgages, free checking and debit cards, auto loans, and online banking. With 7 locations throughout the valley, they're big enough to provide you with everything you need from a financial institution, and they're small enough to give you the friendly, individualized service you deserve. You owe it to yourself to have an account at Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day.
Eligibility and membership required. Federally insured by NCUA.
All right, we go to the 4th inning. Bees trailing 1-0. Nick Gorneau, Mike Napoli, and Dallas McPherson, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, due up to face right-hander Chad Billingsley. Bees trailing by a score of 1-0 here in the early going. Don't forget, all kids 14 and under can stop by the Larry H. Miller Chevrolet store, located at 5650 South State Street in Murray, and enter to win a chance to be the honorary Bat Kid. Larry H. Miller Chevrolet. After all, you know this guy. And if you're 14 and under, stopping by LHM Chevrolet, why not bring your mom and dad? Maybe they can drive you home in a new Chevy. Here's Nick Gorneau, grounded into an inning ending. 6-4-3 double play his first time up. He takes a fastball high from Billingsley, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Hits are even at 2 apiece. Now the wind by Billingsley, the pitch. Fastball slices the outside corner at the knees, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nick Gorneau in his 6th year out of Springfield, Massachusetts. The 1-1 pitch, little tap foul back into the right of home plate, and the count on Gorneau, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, the home opener on Friday against Portland, AAA affiliate of the San Diego Padres. The first 5,000 fans receive a magnetic schedule. There's a breaking ball that bounces about 8 feet in front of home plate, and the count's 2-2. And, of course, a big fireworks show to follow after the game on opening night this Friday, April the 14th, against Portland at 6:30. First pitch at Franklin Covey Field. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Gorneau. Billingsley ready to pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called on the inside corner at the knees on a pitch that had Gorneau jumping back out of the way. Strikeout number 6 for Chad Billingsley. Brings up Mike Napoli, who went down swinging his first time up. So 1 out, bases empty. Only 1 of the outs recorded has been on a fly ball to the outfield. There's a breaking ball low, ball 1. 10 outs so far. 6 strikeouts for Billingsley, 1 fly ball, and 2 ground balls, one of which that produced 2 outs. 1-0 pitch. Napoli takes the fastball high, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Outfield straight away as Billingsley deals. Swinging a high pop fly on the infield. Third baseman Truby underneath it, staggers to his left, and it drops. And hustling as Napoli goes to second, and he is safe. That ball high into the night sky, and Truby was staggering underneath it, the wind blowing it a bit, and it dropped in behind him. And so Napoli, with a gift, takes second base. So a runner at second, 1 out. That'll bring up Dallas McPherson, who struck out swinging his first time up. That'll be a 2-base error on Chris Truby at third base. So now the potential tying run in scoring position with 1 out. There's a breaking ball outside at the knees, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, the last 7 runs. First, the 1-0 pitch. Curveball strike on the inside corner at the knees, 0-1. The last 7 runs of the Tucson series were all unearned runs for Salt Lake. And obviously, if Napoli were to score, this would be an unearned run. A 1-1 to McPherson. Fastball low, ball 2. 2-1 the count on Dallas. Billingsley, in the opening game of the Southern League playoffs, combined with Jonathan Broxton, who pitched the ninth inning last night and got the win for a no-hitter in the opening game of the Southern League playoffs, September 8th against Birmingham. Swing and a miss with a slider down and in, and the count's even at 2-2. Billingsley actually started his professional career in the Pioneer League playing in Ogden, going 5-4 and 11 starts for the Raptors. Two and two the count on McPherson. The pitch. Swinging a foul. Back out of play. In on the fist of McPherson, but Dallas able to fight it off to stay alive. The Portland series continues Saturday night at 6:30, Sunday afternoon at 2, and Monday night at 6:30. Saturday night, the first 2,000 fans will receive a Cooperstown Babe Ruth photo. McPherson swings and launches one to deep right field. That ball's up there, it's out there, and it is long gone. A mammoth two-run home run off the bat of Dallas McPherson, and the Bees take a 2-1 lead. Boy, Dallas put that one into orbit. So a 2-1 Salt Lake lead on Dallas McPherson's first home run of the season. And there was no doubt about it. Delwyn Young did not make a move in right. He just kind of turned around to admire it. Now here's Kendry Morales, who singled his first time up. He swings and misses, strike one. So McPherson with his first home run of the year. That is the second home run surrendered by Billingsley. No balls, one strike. The pitch. Swing and a foul. Back off the screen, and it's 0-2. No balls, two strikes. 2-1 Salt Lake here in the fourth inning. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. He struck him out. Strikeout number 7 for Billingsley. So 2 out now. That'll bring up Ryan Speck. Struck out swinging. His first time up. Here's a pitch, pops up foul, third base side, drifting out of play for strike one. 0-1 the count on Speck. Now Billingsley's pitch. Swinging a foul off the screen, 0-2. After Portland's in and out of town, the Tucson Sidewinders pay a visit to Franklin Covey Field on the nights of the 18th through the 21st. For the Bees, head to the Pacific Northwest for 4 at Portland and 4 at Tacoma. 2 strikes the count on Speck. Billingsley's pitch. Fastball high, ball 1. 1-2 the count on Bryan. Now Billingsley ready. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a slider in on his hand. That is 8 strikeouts for Billingsley, but the Bees take the lead. 2 runs on 1 hit. A long home run by Dallas McPherson. Nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Bees 2, Las Vegas 1 on ESPN 1230.
Could you use a little summer escape? With Meadow Gold, summertime treats are already here. Meadow Gold invites you to pop the top and enter to win a Beetle convertible. It's easy. Just pick up some Meadow Gold ice cream in its new 56-ounce Flavor Lock package. Complete entry form available at meadowgold.com or at select retailers. Mail it along with original UPC to Pop the Top, P.O. Box 1019, Salt Lake City, Utah 84110. Each week, one person will win a 1-year supply of Meadow Gold ice cream. In addition, each weekly winner will qualify for the final round event on July 4th, where someone will take away the grand prize. So, what have you got to lose? Think of treating yourself all year round with strong Volkswagen and Meadow Gold, your hometown dairy. No purchase necessary. See MeadowGold.com for entry forms and official rules. Open to legal residents of Utah, 18 or older with valid Utah driver's license. Void where prohibited.
Attention Utah business owners. Not sure what directory to advertise in? Do they all seem the same? Phone Directories Company has the solution. From Salt Lake to St. George, we cover Utah with 15 great directories, all designed with the Utah communities in mind. Our memorable covers and unique features make them the directories of choice for your customers. With affordable pricing and local sales representatives, advertising has never been easier. Let us make the difference in your business. TDC, Phone Directories Company. Great people, great books, great results. To advertise, call 1-800-228-0801.
We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 2-1 D's on the home run by McPherson with a man on board. It'll be Russell Martin, Nick Alvarez, and Oscar Robles due up to face lefty Joe Saunders, who now has a lead to work with for the first time tonight.
Russell Martin.
Martin walked and scored in the second inning. First pitch from Joe. Swung on, chopped past the mound, past second base and through into center field. A base hit, and the leadoff man is aboard for Las Vegas here in the fourth. Hit number 3 for the 51s. So here's Nick Alvarez, who singled to center field, his first time up. Time now for a look at this date in Salt Lake PCL history, brought to you by MedOne Medical, the exclusive provider of Sleep Smart Gold. MedOne Medical, the sleep professionals. On this date, April the 11th, 1994, the Salt Lake Buzz, this particular franchise, plays its first ever home game at Franklin Quest Field, as it was known then. First pitch to Alvarez, swing, and a miss out in front of a changeup, strike one. 14,611 christened the new ballpark at 13th South and 77th East. I guess 77th West, excuse me. But Edmonton wins by a score of 7-1. A one-strike pitch to Alvarez. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 0-2. Dan Masteller scores the only run for Salt Lake on a sacrifice fly off the bat of Scott Stahoviak. That was on this date, April 11th, 1994. This date in Salt Lake PCL history brought to you by MedOne Medical. 2 strikes the count on Alvarez as Saunders deals. Fastball high, 1-2. You can stop in for a free CPAP pressure check and free tubing. MedOne Medical, 10712 South 13th East in Sandy. 1-2 the count on Alvarez. Infield double play depth behind Saunders as he delivers the 1-2 pitch home. Swinging a tap foul back into the left of home plate. We'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Understand Vice President Dick Cheney today threw out the ceremonial first pitch for the Washington Nationals home opener. Understand everybody was ducking along the first base side. 1-2 pitch to Alvarez, swinging a foul, back out of play, off the facing of the roof and bouncing around downstairs. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2-1 D's here in the bottom of the fourth. Las Vegas, though, with a runner at first base and nobody out on the leadoff single by Russell Martin. Now Saunders ready. The 1-2 again. Curve ball low, 2-2 the count. Two balls, 2 strikes. Now Saunders ready to glance towards first. The pitch. Swinging a double play ball to third. Speck has it to second. That's 1. Hendricks relay to first. That's 2. Around the horn. 5-4-3 double play. And so just like that, 2 outs and nobody on base. And the batter will be Oscar Robles, who singled in a run his first time up. We understand the vice president stood in front of the mound and released a pitch that hit the dirt in front of home plate. So 2 out, nobody on base. Pitch on the way. Robles runs up, punts, and pops it up foul. Over to the third base dugout, and the count's 0-1. No balls, one strike. Nationals a couple of years away from getting their new stadium completed. The 0-1. Change up high, 1-1. One new stadium for sure on the horizon in the Pacific Coast League. That'll be in Nashville and should be ready for opening day 2008. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball strike on the inside corner, 1-2. It's going to be a great location just off of downtown on the riverfront, directly across from the ballpark. On the other side of the river is the football stadium the Titans play at. As there's a change up high, ball 2-2 the count. Up downtown a little bit is where the Hockey and Arena Football League teams play. 2-2 pitch to Robles. Fastball, strike 3 called at the knees, and that retires the side. Strikeout number 4 for Joe Saunders. No runs in the inning on one hit. With the double play, nobody left on base. We go to the 5th. It's the Bees 2 and Las Vegas 1 on ESPN 1230.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
Salt Lake City Credit Union is a guaranteed home run. With personalized service and the best rates in town, Salt Lake City Credit Union offers a full menu of financial services, including business services and SBA loans, mortgages, free checking and debit cards, auto loans, and online banking. With 7 locations throughout the valley, they're big enough to provide you with everything you need from a financial institution, and they're small enough to give you the friendly, individualized service you deserve. You owe it to yourself to have an account at Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day.
Eligibility and membership required. Federally insured by NCUA.
All right, we go to the 5th inning, 2-1 in favor of the Bees. It'll be Curtis Pride, Reggie Willits, and Eric Ibar, the 8-9-1 hitters, due up to face right-hander Chad Billingsley. Bees baseball brought to you in part by Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day. Our 5th inning, middle of the game reset of the Bees defensive alignment. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning. Right now, let's give you the defensive alignment for Las Vegas. Joel Guzman in left field, John Weber in center, and Delwyn Young in right. Chris Truby at third, Wilson Valdez at short, Oscar Robles at second, and Nick Alvarez is at first. The battery of Chad Billingsley pitching, and Russell Martin catching. Here's Curtis Pride to lead things off. He opened up the 3rd inning by drawing a base on balls. First pitch here, grounds one through the middle. Diving attempt by Valdez. Can't come up with it. It's into center field, a base hit. So Curtis Pride aboard with a leadoff single. Sharply hit ground ball through the middle. The shortstop Valdez to his left made the diving attempt to knock it down, but could not get to it.
Reggie Willits.
And now here's Reggie Willits, who took a call 3rd strike. His first time up. So 1 on, 1 out as the Bees look to add to their 1-run lead. In at third, Truby, the pitch. Willett shows bunt and takes a strike on the outside corner at the knees. And the count's 0-1. Chad Billingsley, through 4 innings, has allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 of them unearned. Throw to first base, and Pride dives back in safely Billingsley nearly picked him off back in the third inning. By the way, one more note on the vice president throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. Just the 8th sitting vice president to open a home season by throwing out the first pitch for a Washington team. The last to do so is Hubert Humphrey in 1968 for the old Washington Senators. Humphrey also did it twice. The 0-1, Willits bunts and pushes it foul up the third base side, of the count's 0-2. Prior to that, Richard Nixon had done it in 1959, and prior to that, no one had done it since Henry Wallace in 1944. James Sherman was the first vice president to throw out a ceremonial first pitch for the home opener for Washington back in 1912. 2 strikes the count on Willits. Pride at first base, the pitch. Breaking ball, started after it, held up in time as it missed low and inside. And the count on Willits is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Outfield in and around towards left for Reggie. Infield, double play depth up the middle. Truby even with a bag at third, the 1-2. Fastball sliced foul out of play down the left field side. Count remains 1-2. Tomorrow night again at 8:05 first pitch. We'll be on the air at 7:45. It'll be right-hander Dustin Mosley, 1-0 for the Bees against right-hander DJ Holton, who did not get a decision in his first start of the year last Friday. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Willits. The step off on the throw to first, and Curtis is back. Again, the Bees only playing 8 home games in the month of April this year, after setting a franchise record with 8 postponements in 2005. 1 ball, 2 strikes, throw to first, 7 rainouts. And, of course, there was that one game in which this Las Vegas team couldn't get into Salt Lake because they were snowed into Colorado Springs. They couldn't get out. They got 10 inches of snow that Sunday night. Pride starts off, then stops, throws to second base. Ground ball to second. The throw to first for the out. Pride advances. Pride started, then stopped, and then started again. But he was able to get enough of a steam going towards second base that on the ground ball, Robles fielding the ball had no play there, and he had to go to first base with it. So a runner at second base, 1 out to the top of the order, and Eric Ibar. 0 for 2, struck out swinging his last time up. So a bit of indecision by Curtis Pride, but it works out for him as he's now in scoring position with 1 out. Pitch to Eric Ibar. A curveball low and inside to the left-hand batter. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2-1 Bees here in the top of the 5th. Billingsley, the glance towards second, and the 1-0 home. Fastball in at the knees, a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Ibar looking for his first hit of the night to extend his streak to 6 games. The 1-1 pitch, off speed and over for a strike, and it's 1-2. And the Salt Lake franchise, 103 wins over Las Vegas in franchise history, second most behind the 105 victories over Tucson. The 1-2, swinging a tap foul back into the right of home plate. We'll do it again. Angels trailing Texas 3-1 on a pair of home runs by Hank Blaylock off of Jeff Weaver. Pride the lead at second base. The shortstop Valdez in behind him. The pitch, curveball, tap foul. Back into the right of home plate as Ibar just did get a piece of it to stay alive. So we'll do it again, 1-2. You may have seen it, you may have missed it, but during the offseason, the Angels took Zach Sorensen off the 40-man roster, and he was claimed off the waiver wire by the Brewers. Here is swinging a high bouncing ball. Back at third, a fair ball. Flagged down by Truby, but he has no play. He saves a double by getting to that ball, but that ball a high bounder that cleared third base. Truby racing back into his right about 15 feet behind the bag when he backhanded the ball. But he wisely held onto it. That's an infield single for Eric Ibar, as he does indeed extend his hitting streak to 6 straight games. So now runners at the corners, 1 out. A great chance for the Bees as Howie Kendrick comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. First pitch from Billingsley. Fastball lifted foul. First base side and out of play for strike 1. Dak was then later taken off the 40-man roster by Milwaukee. Cleared waivers and is now at AAA Nashville. Has only appeared in 1 game so far, going 0 for 3. The 0-1 pitch, and it's popped foul. First base side again out of play as the bat goes flying out of the hands of Howie Kendrick back to the base of the screen. So the count on Kendrick, no balls, 2 strikes. Two 2-1 Bees here in the top of the 5th, but they're looking to add to their lead with runners at first and third and only 1 out. Now Billingsley ready, and the 0-2 to Kendrick. Fastball high, 1-2 the count on Howie. Runner at third base is Pride. Ibar with good speed over at first. Now the righty ready to pitch. Ibar takes off. The pitch is a ball. The throw bounces in, and safe at second base is Ibar with a stolen base. Throw to third, and Pride scampers back. So Ibar with his 3rd steal of the year in 5 tries. And the count on Kendrick, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So that takes away the double play possibility. Runners at second and third, 1 out. 2-2 on Kendrick. The pitch. Swinging a roller to the right side. That'll score Pride from third. Up with it the second baseman Robles. And the toss to first in time for the out. Kendrick picks up his 6th run batted in on the year. And it's now a 3-1 ball game. Kendrick has now driven in at least 1 run. In 5 of the 6 games so far this year. So now a runner at third, 2 out for Nick Gourneau, who's 0 for 2. Called on strikes his last time up. Takes a fastball outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Billingsley working from the windup with a runner at third, 2 out, the 1-0. Slider inside at the knees, ball 2. 2-0 the count. 3-1 Bees now here in the 5th as Billingsley deals. Swinging a pop foul, first base side. That's going to find its way back into the seats. And the count on Gourneau is 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, the count on Gourneau. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball. And now the count is even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Now Billingsley's pitch. Fastball outside. Fills the count at 3-2. Activity in the Las Vegas bullpen. A right-hander, Justin Reed, is throwing as the 3-2 comes home. Bounces in, ball 4. As Gourneau able to hold off on the slider. That's the 2nd walk issued by Billingsley. And so runners at the corners, 2 out for Mike Napoli, who reached in the 4th inning and scored on the pop-up on the infield that Chris Truby committed a two-base error on, and then Napoli came home on the home run by McPherson. And now the pitching coach for Las Vegas, Ken Howell, making his way out to the mound. 3-1 the score. Bees leading. They've out-hit Las Vegas 5-3. They try to square up this series at 1 win apiece. So it's a brief conversation as Howell heads back to the first base dugout. So here is Napoli. Runners at the corners, 2 out. Napoli hit .345 in 21 games for the Angels this spring in Cactus League play. Pitch to Napoli, swinging a high pop foul, drifting out of play on the first base side. The count on Mike is 0-1. That one hit an empty aluminum bleacher and bounced high up into the seats. One strike the count on the right-hand batter. Homered yesterday for his first hit since those 4 hits on opening night. The 0-1 pitch is hit high in the air to right center field. Weber drifting back, still going back at the edge of the track, onto the track, at the wall. He makes the catch to retire the side as Napoli gave that one a pretty good ride, but John Weber able to run it down in deep right center field. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners were left on base. We're halfway through the scheduled 9-rounder. It's now the Bees 3, Las Vegas 1 on ESPN 1230.
When it comes to maximum adrenaline for minimum cash, nobody beats your Yamaha dealer. Right now you can get on a brand new electric start TTR 230, TTR 125LE, or TTR 50E for only $39 a month. How about a Raptor ATV then? 50, 80, or 350? Maybe a Vino Classic or a Vino 125 scooter. 2 wheels or 4, off-road or on. Right now, any new Yamaha priced under $5,000 can be yours for just $39 a month for a full 24 months. Get down to Plaza Cycle now and get your juices flowing. Plaza Cycle is at 1379 West, 3300 South in the heart of the Salt Lake Valley. Plaza Cycle. Walk in, ride out.
On your approved Yamaha credit card purchases, APR 7.9% for 24 months. After promotional period, standard rate APRs are 12.99%, 16.99%, 18.99%, or 22.99%. Default rate 24.99% APR. Minimum finance charge $1. Offer good through May 31st, 2006. See your dealer for ATV age recommendations. For safety and training information, call the ATV Safety Institute at 1-800-887-2887.
It's Papa John's biggest introduction ever. The new Kong-size specialty pizza. 30% bigger than our original large pizza. With Kong-size slices of pepperoni and Italian sausage. Right now, get Papa John's new Kong-size specialty pizza for just $12.99. And get a $3 coupon for the King Kong GDD. Call now or order online at papajohns.com and we'll deliver. Limited delivery area charges may apply. Papa John's Kong-size specialty pizza for only $12.99. And King Kong on the DVD today. Rated PG-13.
We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-1 the score in favor of the Salt Lake Bees. And for Las Vegas, it's the 9-1 and 2 hitters. Wilson Valdez, John Weber, and Willie Ibar due up to face lefty Joe Saunders. Our 5th inning, middle of the game reset. The Bees defensive alignment, Curtis Pride in left, Reggie Willits in center, Nick Gorneau in right, Ryan Specht at third, Eric Ibar at short, Howie Kendrick at second, and Kendry Morales at first. A battery of Joe Saunders pitching and Mike Napoli catching. Here's Wilson Valdez, who reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. Pitch on the way is a changeup outside, ball 1. Want to know the count on the right-hand batting, Wilson Valdez. Now the 1-0. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes high, ball 2. Valdez last year played for Seattle, 1 game for Tacoma, Portland, and 9 games for San Diego. The 2-0. Strike on the outside corner at the knees, 2-1. He played for Albuquerque in 2003, was named the Isotopes Defensive Player of the Year. Now the 2-1 from Saunders. Line down the right field side, down towards the corner. It's a fair ball. Racing after it is Gorneau. Taking the turn is Valdez, and he'll head to second base with a leadoff double. Pitch away from Valdez, and the right-handed hitter just went with it and poked it down the right field line for his second double of the year. No runner in scoring position with nobody out for John Weber. 0 for 2, hit into an inning-ending fielder's choice his last time up. Third straight inning in which the 51s have been able to get their leadoff man on base. Willie Ibar walked to lead off the third. Russell Martin singled to start the fourth. Saunders ready, and the first pitch to Weber. Curve ball to the dirt. Good stop by Mike Napoli, the catcher, sliding across to his left. 1 ball to count on the left-hand hitter, John Weber. Weber waving that bat out over the plate. The pitch. Fastball high, ball 2. Saunders threw 4+, has now given up 4 hits. 1 run it was earned. He has struck out 4, but he has walked 3. 2-0 the count as Saunders has fallen behind his second straight batter. Pitch. Tried to hold up. Did he go around? He did not, says the home plate umpire. And the count on Weber, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. He's leading 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Saunders, the glance towards second, and the 2-1 home. Curve ball low, ball 3. 3-1 the count. Willie Ibar is due next. Three balls, 1 strike. Now Saunders ready. The pitch to Weber. Ripped towards right, going back Gorneau. He'll turn to play the carom off the wall. Heading for third is Valdez. He's being waved in. The throw to second gets away. It's an RBI double for John Weber, and it's now a 3-2 ball game. A rocket to right off the bat of Weber. Gorneau turned around quickly to play the rebound, and his relay throw to second base was offline. But again, Valdez and Weber able to pick up 2 base hits after getting ahead of the count. Valdez on a 2-1 pitch, Weber on a 3-1 offering. So now the Bees lead back to 1 run with a tying run in scoring position now with nobody out. Willie Ibar, the batter, as Saunders deals. Swing and a foul. First base side, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. 4 minor league pitchers suspended, 50 games each today by the Commissioner's Office for violating baseball's minor league drug program. Now Saunders ready, the 0-1. Going on, poked to the right side and past the diving Howie Kendrick into right field. Here comes Weber around third with a game-tying run. It's a 3-3 game. A hard-hit ground ball. Kendrick to his right made the diving effort after it, but could not bring it in. So 3 straight hits to start the 5th inning off of Joe Saunders, and we're all tied up. And that'll bring a stirring of activity now to the Salt Lake bullpen, as Matt Wilhite, a right-hander, will start to loosen up. Now here's Delwyn Young, who has walked and flied to left field. Saunders ready, and the pitch. Swing and a miss at a fastball, strike 1. 0-1 the count. So we're all even again at 3 apiece. Infield double play depth for Young as Saunders delivers the 0-1. Bounces it in. Napoli a good stop, and the count's even a 1 ball, 1 strike. Just a reminder that all Monday home games again this year are Harmon's Family Nights with the Bees. Stop by our local Harmon store, pick up a voucher that's good for 8 family members to get in for $16. and take that voucher to the Franklin Covey Field box office. Harmon, your neighborhood grocer. Now the 1-1. Swinging a high bounder, third base side. Peck charges, gloves, scoops, throws on the run to first in time for the out. On the play, Ibar takes second base. So 1 out and a runner at second base. As the potential go-ahead run is now in scoring position for Las Vegas. That'll bring up Joel Guzman, who has been up twice, and he has struck out twice. So Guzman, the batter, in a 3-3 game. Ibar, the lead at second base, the pitch. Swung on and lifted foul. First base side and out of play. Strike one. Guzman, signed as a non-drafted free agent in 2001. A Dodger record, $2,250,000 signing bonus. Now the 0-1 to Guzman. Fastball, that's ripped up the alley in right center field. Gornell racing back. He'll play that one off the wall. Rounding third and heading for home is Ibar on what turned out to be a long single for Joel Guzman, and the 51 take a 4-3 lead. Another hard-hit ball here in the fifth. And a great job again by Nick Gornell playing the rebound there and holding Guzman to a long single. But a 3-run fifth inning. And now pitching coach Charles Nagy to the mound to talk with Saunders. Well, he did throw a lot of pitches to get to this inning. As he walked 3 batters, went deep into the count on several others. He may be running out of gas here. 4-3 Las Vegas as they play 3 here in the fifth. A runner at first base, 1 out. Chris Truby, the batter. He's flying to right and struck out swinging. Las Vegas came into this game leading the league with a .339 team batting average and a league high 43 runs scored. So a runner at first base, 1 out. Saunders pitched to Truby. Tried to hold up on a breaking ball. Did he go around? Yes, he did. That's strike one. No ball, 1 strike. Some of the fans voicing displeasure over that call, but Truby not even saying a word. He knew that he had gone around. 1 strike the count, the right-hand batter. Saunders ready in the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count on Truby. Now most baseball players that are born in the Midwest matriculate to Arizona, California, or Florida. Truby went the other direction. The 0-2 pitch, high and outside a ball, 1-2. He was born in Palm Springs, but lives in Fishers, Indiana. Just where I want to spend my winter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Guzman over at first base as Saunders delivers the 1-2. Swinging a Q-shot foul off the end of Truby's bat up the first base side, and we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The outfield straight away. Saunders with a glance towards first. The 1-2 pitch to Truby. Swing and a miss at a fastball. He struck him out. Strikeout number 5 for Joe Saunders, and there's 2 down here in the fifth. Brings up Russell Martin, who walked and scored in the second and singled to lead off the fourth. Las Vegas took the 1-0 lead in the second. The Bees with 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth to take a 3-1 lead. But Las Vegas here in the bottom of the fifth has answered with 3 of their own to reclaim a 1-run advantage at 4-3. So a runner at first, 2 out the pitch. Third ball low, ball 1. 1-0 the count on Russell Martin. Baseball America rates him as the number 4 prospect in the Dodgers organization, their best defensive catcher, and the best strike zone discipline at the plate among the minor leaguers. 1-0 pitch. And the fastball just missed outside at the knees. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Joe Saunders trying to keep the damage minimal as the 2-0 pitch comes home. Runner takes off at first. The pitch is grounded through the vacated spot into right center field. A base hit. Rounding second and heading for third is Guzman. At first base, Russell Martin with a single. And now, runners are at the corners with 2 out, and the batter will be Nick Alvarez. And Brian Harper pops out of the third base dugout. That's going to be all for Joe Saunders, who runs out of steam here in the 5th inning. So Matt Wilhite will come on to pitch. We'll tell you all about him after this. 1-minute timeout for a pitching change on ESPN 1230.
Honey, I need you to sit down. I've got some bad news.
What?
I'm morning impaired.
You're what?
I'm morning impaired. I have morning impairment. I need you to help me through this.
And what exactly do you need to fight this? I'm sorry, what was it again?
Morning impairedness. I'm glad you asked. What I'm going to need, besides your love, support, and that kind of thing, is I'm going to need McDonald's breakfast every morning and a large cup of coffee. It's the only way to fight this thing.
Right. So you want me to bring you McDonald's breakfast every morning?
And coffee, 2 creams, 1 sugar. Bless you.
Help us help you. Head to McDonald's for a tasty bacon, egg, and cheese or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle sandwich. It's everything you need to make this morning a brand new start. And don't forget, we're up when you're up at 5 a.m. or earlier.
So grab me some McDonald's and we can let the healing begin.
Oh, you're going to need some healing.
At participating McDonald's.
Right-hander Matt Wilhite comes on to pitch now for the Bees here in the bottom of the 5th. He inherits runners at first and third with 2 out for Wilhite. This will be his 3rd appearance of the season. In 3 innings, he's given up 2 hits, 1 run that was earned. He struck out 2 and walked 2. Wilhite, 6'1", 185 in his 4th year out of Franklin, Kentucky. Last year at Arkansas, he led the Texas League with a career-high 56 appearances, going 1-2 with a 4.07 earned run average with 2 saves. First batter he'll face is Nick Alvarez. Cannot close the books on Saunders' line, as he is responsible for the runners at first and third. So Alvarez, the batter. Again, he is singled and grounded into a double play. Guzman, the lead at third. Martin over at first. Now the side-arming Wilhite ready, and the first pitch to Alvarez. Broken bat looper towards first, caught by Morales as the front end of the bat goes sailing into the third row behind the Bees dugout. But it looks like everybody is all right in the inning for the 51s. 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 2 runners were left on. After 5 complete, it's now Las Vegas 4 and the Bees 3 on ESPN 1230.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we know how much you count on your vehicle. So when it needs repairs, body work, or a new windshield, where should you take it? Go to America's most recommended name in damaged vehicle repair. That's right. In an independent nationwide customer satisfaction survey, Abra Auto Body and Glass was the company most recommended to family and friends for quality of work, customer communication, and overall service. Why? Maybe it's our commitment to safety. Abra spends more to train our technicians than anyone else in the industry, and every repair meets our strict safety standards. Maybe it's our lifetime warranty that backs up all those repairs. Or that Abra works with over 500 insurance companies nationwide to make your claims process a snap. Whatever the reason, Abra Auto Body and Glass is proud to be so highly regarded. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an appointment.
Dreaming of owning your own home? Cypress Credit Union would like to make your dream a reality with fantastic rates on low-fee construction and mortgage loans. Visit cypresscu.com or speak to a mortgage specialist at 260-7600. We'll help you determine your home buying power and the loan that best fits your needs. Mention this ad and we'll waive the $175 processing fee when you get your mortgage.
Cypress Credit Union. Your future is our future.
Equal housing lender.
We go to the sixth inning, and right-hander Justin Reed comes on to pitch now for the 51s here in the sixth inning. For Reed, this will be his second appearance of the year. He pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, with a walk and 2 strikeouts, and 1 outing against Fresno, and picked up the victory. Chad Billingsley goes 5 innings, gives up 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 of which were earned. He struck out 8 and walked 2 and served up a home run to the first batter that Justin Reed will face, Dallas McPherson, a 2-run blast that at the time put the Bees out in front, his first home run of the season. So now the Bees once again trailing in this game by a score of 4-3. McPherson, Morales, and Speck to face the big 6'5" right-hander, and Reed's first pitch, a breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Reed at AAA Indianapolis last year, 25 appearances, 18 starts, a 7-5 record, 5.82 earned run average. Now the 0-1, low and inside a ball, 1-1. Pitched for Nashville during the 2003 and 2004 TCL seasons, winning 8 and losing 10. The 1-1 to Dallas. Swing and a miss at a fastball. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes the count. Dallas McPherson leading things off here in the 6th inning. The pitch. Swung on, popped up foul, third base side. Kruby gives chase, but he can't get to it as it lands on the warning track by the Bees dugout and skips into the seats. Las Vegas leading 4-3, trying to start 6-0 for the first time in franchise history, while he's trying to pick up a victory after back-to-back losses at Tucson and Las Vegas. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So McPherson goes down swinging. That's the 9th strikeout for Bees batters in this game. Yesterday, Las Vegas pitchers struck out 14. So here's Kendry Morales, 1 for 2. He has singled and struck out. Now the big right-hander Reed ready. The pitch. Breaking ball, broke late and missed high. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Most strikeouts by a Salt Lake team, 16. So they were 2 shy of that yesterday. The 1-0 pitch, off speed and over for a strike. 1-1. Struck out 16 times against Calgary on June 24th, 1997. 16 times at Nashville in April of 1999, and at Portland, July 19th of 03, although that one was 11 innings. Here's a swing and a liner into right center field, a base hit. Racing over to cut it off, the right fielder Delwyn Young, and so Kendry Morales is aboard at first base with a 1-out single. Hit number 6 in the ball game for Salt Lake. Here's Brian Speck, who is 0 for 2, having struck out twice. A runner at first base, 1 out. Morales representing the potential tying run over at first. We'll get to our scoreboard here in a moment. The pitch is lined through the middle and past Wilson Valdez in the left center field. Stopping at second base is Kendry Morales. Runners at first and second base, 1 out. Brings up Curtis Pride, who has walked and singled. Time now for our Abra scoreboard update. In the PCL this afternoon, Fresno topped Tucson 5-3. Sidewinders now 1-5. Nashville, a winner at Iowa today, 4-1. Ben Sheets allows no runs, 3 hits, and 5 2/3 innings, and what he hopes will be his final rehab assignment start, hoping to get the nod on Sunday at Shea against the Mets. First pitch to Pride. Swung on and popped up foul. Third base side out of play. Strike one. Portland beat Colorado Springs 3-2 on a home run in the bottom of the ninth by Justin Leone. New Orleans beats Memphis 4-1. Albuquerque beat Omaha 4-1. Oklahoma suffers its first loss of the year, falling to Round Rock 7-3. Now the 0-1 to Pride. Swung on and laced towards left center field. Guzman going back. Now backpedaling, reaches up and drops the ball. Here comes Morales around third to score. Speck races to third, and the game is tied at 4 as Joel Guzman got twisted every which way. Looked like he was running a post pattern when he should have run towards the corner of the end zone, as he really got turned around out there. Let's see how they rule it. As they're going to rule that an error. No run batted in, so runners at second and third. It's a 4-4 game, and the batter will be Reggie Willits. So now both starting pitchers will wind up with no decision. Infield in all the way around. Runners at second and third, one out. The pitch is strike 0-1. As former Major League pitcher and Giants broadcaster Mike Krukow says, they got a workout. They didn't get a win. They didn't get a loss. All they got was a workout today. Speck at third, Pride at second, a 4-4 game. The 0-1 to Willits. Just missed outside at the knees, 1-1. In the American League, Texas batting in the top of the seventh, still leading the Angels 3-1. Two-run home run in the second and a solo shot in the fourth each by Hank Blaylock, giving Texas the lead. After a Garrett Anderson double, it put the Angels ahead in the first. The 1-1 to Willits. Off speed, and that misses outside. Ball two. The Yankees rally with 5 in the bottom of the eighth to beat Kansas City today, 9-7. Giambi and Jeter homer for New York. Boston to top Toronto 5-3 as Josh Beckett goes to 2-0 for the Red Sox. The 2-1. Willits swings and fouls it back 2-2. Former Buzzman and David Ortiz, who signed the big contract extension yesterday, hit his second home run for the Red Sox in today's game. Cleveland beat Seattle 9-5. Baltimore doubled up Tampa Bay 8-4. Minnesota edged Oakland 7-6 to win their home opener. A 2-2 pitch to Willits. Fastball, strike 3 called. As Reggie pounds home plate with his bat as he was leaning back out of the way of that one. So he is caught looking, 2 out. That will allow the infield to drop back with runners at second and third for Eric Ibar. 1 for 3 with an infield single his last time up. They played 6.5 in Phoenix, the home opener for the Diamondbacks at the newly renamed Chase Field. Colorado leading Arizona 6-4. First pitch to Ibar. Off speed, a curveball low, ball 1. The Mets pound Washington 7-1. Cincinnati hit 6 home runs en route to a 9-2 win over the Cubs at Wrigley Field. San Diego whips Florida 9-3. 2 home runs for Khalil Green. 1 ball, the count on Eric Ibar as the pitch comes home. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. The catcher of Martin, and the count's 1-1. Pirates edge the Dodgers 7-6. And the Giants and Astros were rained out in San Francisco, and that's your average scoreboard. Here it's 4-4, the 1-1 to Ibar. Strike on the outside corner at the knees, 1-2. He's with Speck at third, Pride at second base. 2 out. In what's been a seesaw game. Much like yesterday. The 1-2 to Ibar. Swung on and sliced foul out of play down the left field side. And so we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Howie Kendrick, the second baseman, is due next. Again, both Ibar and Kendrick with hits today to extend their streaks to 6 straight games. Ibar trying to come up with a 2-out hit to put the Bees out in front. The 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called on the inside corner at the knees. And that retires the side. 1 run unearned on 2 hits. 1 error and 2 runners were left on the base paths. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, Bees 4, Las Vegas 4 on ESPN 1230.
Attention Utah business owners. Not sure what directory to advertise in? Do they all seem the same? Phone Directories Company has the solution. From Salt Lake to St. George, we cover Utah with 15 great directories, all designed with Utah communities in mind. Our memorable covers and unique features make them the directories of choice for your customers. With affordable pricing and local sales representatives, advertising has never been easier. Let us make the difference in your business. PDC, Phone Directories Company. Great people, great books, great results. To advertise, call 1-800-228-0801.
For more than 25 years, there's been a guy you've trusted, a guy you've known, Larry H. Miller. Since 1979, when Larry H. Miller opened his first automotive dealership, he's had one primary goal in mind, to make our communities grow stronger and better by offering the very best in quality, service, selection, and price. And since that day, nearly 3 decades ago, you've been there to help the Larry H. Miller dealerships become one of the largest and most respected dealership groups in the entire country. And for that, we say thank you. Today, you can choose to shop at more than a dozen of our automotive dealerships along the Wasatch Front, almost all of which feature dealership service centers on site. We also have 3 state-of-the-art collision repair facilities to serve you. We know that we could not continue to grow our business without yours. So when it comes to your next car, there's a guy you know who cares about values, honor, integrity, and trust. Larry H. Miller. After all, you know this guy.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a 4-4 game. A couple of upset Bees batters there. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Back-to-back questionable called third strikes to Reggie Willits and Eric Ibar. So now Matt Wilhite to face Oscar Robles, Wilson Valdez, and John Weber here in the bottom of the 6th of a tie game. Robles 1 for 2, singled in a run back in the 2nd inning. Wilhite deals, and Robles takes a strike to the knees, 0-1. The final line on Joe Saunders, 4 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs all earned. Walked 3 and struck out 5. The 0-1 pitch, curveball pulled foul. Down along the right field side, and the count's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes to count. At Wilhite delivers. Fastball high, 1-2 the count. For Wilhite, we mentioned his 3rd outing. The 1-2. Breaking ball low, 2-2. Pitched a scoreless inning on opening night at Tucson. Gave up a run on 1 hit in 2 innings Sunday afternoon. Now the 2-2. Breaking ball low, and that fills the count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch to Robles. Fastball hit in the air to right center field. Willits going back, still going back at the edge of the track. He'll make the catch. 4 out number 1. Robles gave that one a pretty good ride, but Reggie Willits was able to run it down for the 1st out of the inning. Brings to the plate Wilson Valdez, who got the 3-run 5th inning rally off of Saunders started with a double down the right field line. As he just, on a 2-1 pitch away, went with it and poked it down the right field line. He now has 3 hits in 4 at-bats in this series. First pitch from Wilhite. Fastball in at the knees. A strike, and it's 0-1. Wilhite's 3rd appearance of the year, his 132nd in his minor league career. All of them have been in relief. The 0-1. Fastball outside, 1-1. Matt played collegiately at Western Kentucky University. Now the right-hander deals. Breaking ball outside at the knees. 2-1 the count on Wilson Valdez. Wilhite, the 2-1. Fastball tapped foul to the left of home plate. That evens the count at 2-2. 4-4 the score. 51's about hit the Bees 8-7. They've committed the 2 errors in this game. 2 of the 4 Salt Lake runs are unearned. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball chopped toward third. Backhanded near the bag by Speck. Sets and throws low, but it's dug out of the dirt nicely with a backhand swipe by Kendry Morales for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the Las Vegas 6th. To the top of the order, and John Weber.
John Weber.
He rifled a double off the wall in right field for the 51s in the 5th to drive in a run. He also later scored a run in that inning. He's 1 for 3 overall on the night. A left-hander up in the Las Vegas bullpen. The pitch is a little bit low, ball 1. Again, this game in the hands of the bullpen, as neither starter will be involved in the decision. Will Height, the 1-0. Breaking ball over the outside corner at the knees, 1-1. Left-hander Joe Bino throwing in the Las Vegas bullpen. The 1-1 to Weber. Curveball, bat hand a looper into right center field. Willett drifting back and over, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. That went in on the hands of Weber, but he gave it a pretty good ride. 3 up, 3 down for Las Vegas in the 6th. We'll head to the 7th, all tied up. The Bees 4, Las Vegas 4 on ESPN 1230.
Salt Lake City Credit Union is a guaranteed home run. With personalized service and the best rates in town, Salt Lake City Credit Union offers a full menu of financial services, including business services and SBA loans, mortgages, free checking and debit cards, auto loans, and online banking. With 7 locations throughout the valley, they're big enough to provide you with everything you need from a financial institution, and they're small enough to give you the friendly, individualized service you deserve. You owe it to yourself to have an account at Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day.
Eligibility and membership required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Could you use a little summer escape? With Meadow Gold, summertime treats are already here. Meadow Gold invites you to pop the top and enter to win a Beetle convertible. It's easy. Just pick up some Meadow Gold ice cream in its new 56-ounce Flavor Lock package. Complete entry form available at meadowgold.com or at select retailers. Mail it along with original UPC to Pop the Top, P.O. Box 1019, Salt Lake City, Utah 84110. Each week, one person will win a 1-year supply of Meadow Gold ice cream. In addition, each weekly winner will qualify for the final round event on July 4th, where someone will take away the grand prize. So, what have you got to lose? Think of treating yourself all year round with strong Volkswagen and Meadow Gold, your hometown dairy. No purchase necessary. See meadowgold.com for entry forms and official rules. Open to legal residents of Utah, 18 or older, with valid Utah driver's license. Void where prohibited.
All right, we go now to the top of the 7th inning in a 4-4 game. Howie Kendrick, Nick Gorneau, and Mike Napoli, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, in Brian Harper's batting order to face right-hander Justin Reed. Kendrick 1 for 3 with an RBI ground out his last time up. First pitch on the way, off speed and over at the knees. A strike, and it's 0-1. Time now for the Zions Bank 7th inning game summary. And we'll have it for you after Justin Reed's 0-1 pitch to Kendrick. Swing and a miss at a changeup, 0-2. For the Bees, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Las Vegas, 4 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. The Bees have left 6 runners on base. The 51s have also stranded 6. The 0-2 to Kendrick, swing and a miss at a breaking ball well outside the strike zone. For Reed, that's his 4th strikeout, the 12th for Las Vegas pitching in the ball game. Brings up Nick Gorneau, who's grounded into a double play, taking a called 3rd strike and walked. He's with 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. Las Vegas, 1 in the 2nd, and 3 in the 5th inning. First pitch to Gorneau is high, ball 1. The Bees 7th inning game summary brought to you by Zions Bank. At Zions Bank, they haven't forgotten who keeps them in business. 1 ball, no strikes, the pitch. Breaking ball into the dirt, ball 2. 2-0 the count on Gorneau. Looking for a hit to extend his hitting streak to 5 games here at the outset of the season. Now Reed ready, the 2-0. Swinging a one-hopper back towards the front edge of the mound. Reed has it. He'll turn and toss to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down here in the Salt Lake 7th. That'll bring up Mike Napoli, who's 0 for 3, reaching on a 2-base error by the third baseman Truby, and scoring in the 4th in front of Dallas McPherson after his long home run to right field. So 2 outs and the base is empty. Reed's now retired, 4 in a row. The big 6'5" right-hander's first pitch to Napoli is right down the middle, an off-speed delivery for a strike, and it's 0-1. Reed out of Lakewood, California originally, a 4th-round draft pick of the Pirates in 1999 out of Cal. The 0-1 pitch, fastball strike to the outside corner above the knees, and the count's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count of the right-hand batter. Reed working quickly, the pitch. Swung on and popped up. Foul ground, first base side, over near the railing. Will there be room? No. Russell Martin can't get to it as he bangs into the barrier down there, and so Napoli able to stay alive with a count of 0-2. Las Vegas fans giving Martin a hand, appreciating his hustle going after that pop foul. The count on Napoli, 0-2. Now Reed into his motion for the 0-2 pitch. Fastball off the glove. The catcher Martin and behind home plays it missed away. 1-2 the count. Dallas McPherson due next. Got to think that this will be the last batter for Reed, that if Napoli reaches base, Jerry Royster will bring the left-hander in out of the bullpen to face Dallas. The 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball back to third. A fair ball over the bag and off the glove with the third baseman Truby rattling around down towards the Bees bullpen, and into second base goes Napoli. He takes the turn and holds there as the ball got stuck under the bench. But a hard ground ball right over the bag at third. Napoli with his second 2-base hit of the season, hit number 8 in the game for the Bees. And now here comes Jerry Royster, and we'll likely see Bimel, the left-hander, come into face Dallas McPherson. And they made the move to the bullpen. Yes, they have. So that's going to be all for Justin Reed. We'll give you the numbers on Bimel when we return after this 1-minute timeout for a pitching change here on ESPN 1230.
Honey, I need you to sit down. I've got some bad news.
What?
I'm morning impaired.
You're what?
I'm morning impaired. I have morning impairment. I need you to help me through this.
And what exactly do you need to fight this? I'm sorry, what was it again?
Morning impairedness. I'm glad you asked. What I'm going to need, besides your love, support, and that kind of thing, is I'm going to need McDonald's breakfast every morning and a large cup of coffee. It's the only way to fight this thing.
Right. So you want me to bring you McDonald's breakfast every morning?
And coffee, 2 creams, 1 sugar. Bless you.
Help us help you. Head to McDonald's for a tasty bacon, egg, and cheese or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle sandwich. It's everything you need to make this morning a brand new start. And don't forget, we're up when you're up at 5 a.m. or earlier.
So grab me some McDonald's and we can let the healing begin.
Oh, you're going to need some healing.
At participating McDonald's.
Joe Bimel, a left-hander, 6'3", 215, in his 9th professional season. Comes on for Las Vegas here in the 7th. He inherits a runner at second base with 2 out. For Bimel, this will be his 3rd appearance of the young season. He's given up 3 hits, no runs, in 3 innings of work, no walks, and 3 strikeouts. Last year, spent most of the season at AAA Durham in the International League, going 1-2. In 48 appearances. He did make 7 appearances for their parent club, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. As a matter of fact, Bimel has appeared in 174 Major League games, 23 of them as a starter for the Pirates, Twins, and Devil Rays, with a lifetime record of 10-19. They'll face Dallas McPherson with a potential go-ahead run for the Bees at second base with 2 out. McPherson with that long 2-run home run in the 4th inning, with a pair of strikeouts sandwiched around it. The runner at second base, 2 out. Bimel's pitch to McPherson. Breaking ball low, ball 1. Andre Morales is due next. So lefty against lefty here. Napoli, a good-sized lead out at second base. Beimel ready, and the 1-0 pitch to McPherson. Swing, and a miss at a pitch down and in, and that evens the count at 1-1. McPherson now has the home run today, but he has also struck out 14 times in 23 official at-bats. Just a base hit here could likely give the Bees the lead. The 1-1. Third ball to the dirt. Good stop by the catcher Martin coming across to his left. Good eye by McPherson as the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Outfield straight away. McPherson on the year with 4 hits, 3 of them for extra bases. The 2-1. Low, ball 3. 3-1 the count on Dallas. Well, that would be huge if they bring in the lefty to face McPherson and he loses him. 3 balls, 1 strike. The long-haired Beimel ready to pitch. Breaking ball inside, he walked him. That is the 3rd walk given out by Las Vegas pitching in the ball game. So now here's Kendry Morales. Switch hitter batting for the right side against the lefty Beimel. He's 2 for 3 on the night with a pair of singles. So Kendry now with a chance to put the Bees out in front. 4-4. The hits are even at 8 apiece. Napoli out at second base. McPherson at first. Morales waiting. Beimel ready. And the glance toward second. The pitch home. Breaking ball low. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Beimel originally an 18th round pick of the Pirates in 1988, or 1998 I should say. He was the first player ever drafted by the Pirates out of Duquesne University, which is located in Pittsburgh. 1-0 pitch, a swing and a tap foul behind home plate. The count's even at 1-1. Don't think of Duquesne University in Pittsburgh as being a collegiate baseball powerhouse. Beimel signed by the Dodgers as a free agent back in January. Outfield cheating in just a bit. Napoli the go-ahead run at second, McPherson at first, and Beimel steps out. 1-1 the count. Now Beimel ready. The left-hander delivers. Low, ball 2. 2-1 the count at Anaheim. Former Stinger Casey Kotzman with an RBI double in the 7th inning. Angels now trail Texas 4-2. Two and 1 the count on Kendry Morales. Trying to put the Bees out in front. Beimel ready. The 2-1. Swinging a grounder up the middle, past second base, backhanded by Robles, turns, throws to first. A good stretch by Alvarez. Gets Morales to retire the side. That ball looked like it was ticketed to center field, but wasn't hit all that hard, and Robles was able to go to his right to flag it down. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 runners left. 7th inning stretch time brought to you by America First Credit Union. It's the Bees 4, Las Vegas 4 on ESPN 1230.
The following meal is rated G for grade.
In a world where fancy restaurants charge $24, $25, even $26 for steak and colossal shrimp, only Sizzler wants your family to enjoy the same incredible meal for just $12.99. Starring a half-pound fire-grilled steak and colossal shrimp, massive and meaty, served with warm dipping butter. If you eat one great meal today, make it Sizzler's steak and colossal shrimp, just $12.99 for a limited time.
Now to Sizzler near you.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we know how much you count on your vehicle. So when it needs repairs, body work, or a new windshield, where should you take it? Go to America's most recommended name in damaged vehicle repair. That's right. In an independent nationwide customer satisfaction survey, Abra Auto Body and Glass was the company most recommended to family and friends for quality of work, customer communication, and overall service. Why? Maybe it's our commitment to safety. Abra spends more to train our technicians than anyone else in the industry, and every repair meets our strict safety standards. Maybe it's our lifetime warranty that backs up all those repairs, or that Abra works with over 500 insurance companies nationwide to make your claims process a snap. Whatever the reason, Abra Auto Body and Glass is proud to be so highly regarded. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an appointment.
All right, we go to the bottom of the seventh, still tied at 4-4. Bees had a chance at the top of the inning to take the lead, but could not cash in. Now it'll be Willie Ibar, Delwyn Young, and Joel Guzman to face Matt Wilhite. Again, the seventh inning stretch brought to you by America First Credit Union. For any financial needs, come to America First Credit Union, where members come first. Here's Willie Ibar, singled in a run at the time. Tied the game at 3-3. He later scored the go-ahead run in that 3-run fifth inning. He's 1 for 2 overall. Matt Wilhite delivers, and it's a fastball inside at the belt. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Wilhite in relief of Joe Saunders. The pitch. Check swing roller up the first base side. It stays fair. Going over the bag. Morales behind it, scoops it up and takes it 3 steps to first base for the out. One away, and excuse me, check swing roller up the first base side, and the Bees with a break there as it stayed in fair territory. Brings up Delwyn Young, who is walked, fly to left and grounded to third, so he's 0 for 2. So 1 out, base is empty here in the bottom of the seventh. Swing and a miss at a sinking fastball, strike 1. Matt Wilhite signed as a free agent by the Angels in June of 2003 out of Western Kentucky. He'll 1 pitch, off speed, and it's popped up. Foul ground, third base side. Speck to Napoli converging. Speck misplays the ball. That's the second missed pop-up by a Bee, the third of the game, as he came in towards the third base dugout and overran the ball, and it landed behind him. So Delwyn Young gets a new lease on life. The wind has died down. Old Glory is limp on the flagpole in center field. Well, now let's see if Wilhite can shake it off and get Young here. Left-hander Jonathan Rowenhorst throwing in the Bees bullpen. 1 strike the count on Young. Time called as he steps back. Now Wilhite set. Time called as apparently he and Napoli aren't on the same page. And so they'll talk it over. Out on the mound. 4-4 here in the bottom of the seventh inning. In the top of the eighth, the bottom third of the Bees order, Speck, Pride, and Willett due up. Now Wilhite's pitch. Fastball high, 1-2. We've had 3 misplayed pop-ups and a misplayed fly ball. The 1-2. Young takes a curveball low, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes the pitch. Breaking ball, laced towards left. Pride going back. It's up there, it's out there, and it's gone. An opposite field home run by Delwyn Young as he makes the Bees pay for that missed pop foul, and it's 5-4 Las Vegas. Well, again, in any part, but particularly this one, you don't give the opposition 4 outs. Young with his first home run of the year, his 6th run batted in. So now Las Vegas back out in front by a run at 5-4. But when he hits that home run, he should have been in the dugout. Here's a swing, another high pop-up. Let's see what happens here. near the railing, and that's going to land out of play. Every pop-up's been an adventure tonight. One strike the count on Joel Guzman, who's 1 for 3. Drove in the then go-ahead run for Las Vegas in the 5th. That made it a 4-3 game. Bees tied in the 6th, but the home run by Delwyn Young has given Las Vegas a 1-run lead again. Now Will Height ready, the 0-1. This is inside at the knees, and that evens the count at 1-1. One ball, one strike. The outfield straight away. Oh, the Bees down by a run. The pitch. Swing and a foul as Guzman was out in front of a changeup, and he sent it back glancing off the glove of the catcher Napoli. 1-2 the count on Guzman. Now Will Height ready, and the sidearm delivery. Swung on, lined into left field, a base hit. That ball hung up in Guzman's eyes, and he was able to whack it into left field. So he has his second hit of the ball game. That'll bring up Chris Truby, who's 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. And at this point, now Will Height trying to and needing to keep this at a 1-run game. The pitch, fastball strike, and the count's 0-1. Nothing and 1 the count on the right-hand batter. Infield double play depth behind Will Height. They've turned 1 double play so far tonight. The pitch, Truby swings at the liner, caught at third by Speck, goes around the horn with it. As he actually caught that ball on the fly, they still get the double play. But it was caught on the fly, so it's a line drive to the third baseman, and Guzman is doubled off. 5-4-3. 1 run on the home run by Young. 2 hits, nobody left on. As we go to the 8th, it's now Las Vegas 5 and the Bees 4 on ESPN 1230.
For more than 25 years, there's been a guy you've trusted, a guy you've known, Larry H. Miller. Since 1979, when Larry H. Miller opened his first automotive dealership, he's had one primary goal in mind, to make our communities grow stronger and better by offering the very best in quality, service, selection, and price. And since that day, nearly 3 decades ago, you've been there to help the Larry H. Miller dealerships become one of the largest and most respected dealership groups in the entire country. And for that, we say thank you. Today, you can choose to shop at more than a dozen of our automotive dealerships along the Wasatch Front, almost all of which feature dealership service centers on site. We also have 3 state-of-the-art collision repair facilities to serve you. We know that we could not continue to grow our business without yours. So when it comes to your next car, there's a guy you know who cares about values, honor, integrity, and trust. Larry H. Miller. After all, you know this guy.
It's Papa John's biggest introduction ever. The new Kong-size specialty pizza. 30% bigger than our original large pizza. With Kong-size slices of pepperoni and Italian sausage. Right now, get Papa John's new Kong-size specialty pizza for just $12.99. And get a $3 coupon for the King Kong DVD. Call now or order online at papajohns.com and we'll deliver. Limited delivery area charges may apply. Papa John's Kong-size specialty pizza for only $12.99. And King Kong on the DVD today. Rated PG-13.
We go to the 8th. The Bees now trailing by a run at 5-4. Defensive change. As Andre Ethier comes into the ball game to play right field with Delwyn Young moving over from right to left field. Taking Joel Guzman out of the game for defensive purposes now that Las Vegas has a 5-4 lead. Ryan Speck to lead it off. He's 1 for 3. Singled his last time up. Now, Bimel's first pitch. Speck shows bunt and takes a strike, and it's 0-1. He pulled the bat back thinking that one was high. No balls, one strike the pitch. Speck swings and lofts one into right center field. Weber coming on. He's there, and he'll make the catch for out number one. So Speck is retired, one away.
Number 19, Curtis Pride.
Here's Curtis Pride, who's 1 for 2. Curtis has walked in the third, singled and scored in the fifth, reached on a two-base error that brought in a run in the sixth inning. 5-4 Las Vegas here in the eighth. Beimel ready, the pitch to Pride. Low, ball one. 1-0 the count on Curtis. Joe Beimel, the third pitcher used by Las Vegas manager Jerry Royster in this one. The 1-0. Swinging a ground ball on 2 hops to Robles at second. He'll fling it over to first for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down here in the eighth. Here's Reggie Willett, 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts in this one. Two out, nobody on. He's trailing by a run here at 5-4. Angels now trailing Texas 4-3 as they scored 2 runs in the bottom of the seventh. That game now in the eighth. First pitch to Willits. Fastball outside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Now Beimel ready, and the left-hander deals. Fastball outside, ball 2, 2-0 the count. Eric Ibar due next. This is the only game still going in the Pacific Coast League. The 2-0 pitch. Willits takes a strike on the outside corner to knees. 2-1. Everything else has been completed. Just 2 games going on in the majors. Rangers and Angels, we mentioned 4-3 in the eighth. Diamondbacks batting in the bottom of the ninth, trailing Colorado 6-4. Willett bunts it up the first base side. Up with it is Beimel, turns and throws to first, just in time for the out to retire the side. So the Bees up and down in order in the eighth. After 7 1/2, it's Las Vegas 5 and the Bees 4 on ESPN 1230.
Dreaming of owning your own home? Cypress Credit Union would like to make your dream a reality with fantastic rates on low-fee construction and mortgage loans. Visit cypresscu.com or speak to a mortgage specialist at 260-7600. We'll help you determine your home buying power and the loan that best fits your needs. Mention this ad and we'll waive the $175 processing fee when you get your mortgage.
Cypress Credit Union. Your future is our future.
Equal housing lender.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
All right, we go to the bottom of the eighth inning. Left-hander Jonathan Rauenhorst on for the Bees, making his third appearance in 2 2/3 innings. He's given up 7 hits, 4 runs all earned with 1 walk, 1 strikeout and 1 hit batter. He's 0-1 with a 13.50 ERA as he was touched for 4 runs on Sunday and take the loss against the Tucson Sidewinders. He'll face Russell Martin, Nick Alvarez, and Oscar Robles here in the 8th. Breaking ball low and inside of the right-hand batter, Martin, ball 1. At Will Height, 2 1/3 innings, the pitcher of record. 2 hits, 1 run earned. No walks or strikeouts. These will have the top of the order due up in the 9th. And the fastball low, ball 2. So Jonathan in the position where he needs to keep the 51s off the board to make it a 1-run game going into the 9th. 2-0 pitches, ripped down the left field line, just foul down by the Bees bullpen. The count's 2-1 as he got the barrel of the bat out just a hair too soon. The 2 balls, 1 strike the count on Russell Martin as he strolls back to home plate. Time now for a look ahead at what's on the road for the Salt Lake Bees, brought to you by Big O Tires, a reputation you can ride on. Big O Tires. First the 2-1 to Martin. Breaking ball inside, 3-1. Sounds like a lot of Jonathan Rauenhorst family is here. They're from the Anaheim area, so not that long of a drive. 3 hours up from Anaheim to Las Vegas. 3-1 delivery, low, ball 4, and Jonathan walks the leadoff man here in the 8th. That'll bring up Nick Alvarez, who's 1 for 3. Again, 2 more games for the Bees here in Las Vegas before the home opener on Friday against Portland. They'll host Portland for 4 and Tucson for 4 before they hit the road again at the end of the month with 4 in Portland and 4 in Tacoma. So Martin on at first. That's the 4th walk issued by Bees pitching in the ball game. Alvarez is single, ground into a double play and popped up on Horst's first pitch. A fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Been a struggle for the bullpen of late. After some strong outings the first couple of games. The 0-1. Off speed and just missed high. A ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rauenhorst, 6'1", 180 in his 6th professional season. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball low, ball 2. 2-1 the count on Alvarez. Martin on at first. Morales playing in front of him over there, but not on the bag. Rauenhorst ready. The 2-1. Little bit low. Ball 3. 3-1 the count. Again, a symmetrical ballpark here in Las Vegas. 328 down the line. A short 364 to the alleys and a deep 433 to straightaway center field. The 3-1 pitch to Alvarez. Instead, the toss to first. And Martin is back. 5-4 Las Vegas here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's been a back-and-forth game all night long. Now the 3-1. The runner goes. Pitch is low, ball 4, and now Rauenhorst has come in here in the 8th and walked the first 2 batters he's faced. That'll bring up Oscar Robles, who singled in a run in the 2nd. Took a called 3rd strike in the 4th and flied to center field in the 6th. And now Kendra Morales from first base going through the signs on what they'll do in case Robles lays down a bunt. And the 51s took the lead in the 7th inning. Delwyn Young should have been retired on a pop foul, but it was misplayed near the Bees dugout. He got a new lease on life and drilled an opposite field home run to put Las Vegas ahead 5-4. Corner men in. Rauenhorst turns and throws to second base and back in safely as Martin, as Hendrick, the second baseman, came over to take the toss. Throw was a little bit high. So Martin walked on 5 pitches. Alvarez walked on 5 pitches. Now Rauenhorst ready, and the pitch to the left-hand hitting Robles. He squares the bunt, lays off of it, and takes a strike in at the knees, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Once again, Morales getting set to give the sign. No balls, 1 strike the count. Oscar Robles. If he squares around to bunt again, he's playing that way defensively. He does square around. The 0-1 pitch is laid down, a good bunt. Rauenhorst off the down, goes to third, and they get the force out there. Good job that time. Speck, as soon as the ball was laid down, dropped back towards third. Rauenhorst to the line, came over, pounced on it quickly, and fired a strike to Bryan to get the force out on Martin. So the fielder's choice, 1-5. 1 out. Alvarez at second, Robles at first. And the batter will be Wilson Valdez, who's 1 for 3, grounded out his last time up. So Valdez the batter now. Runners at first and second, 1 out. The pitch on the way. Fastball strike, and it's an ease, 0-1. 5-4 in favor of Las Vegas. Again, the Bees will have the top of their order due up in the ninth. Rauenhorst ready. Here's the 0-1. Change up line, pass, the diving Speck in the left field, but the runner at second goes back towards the bag. They flip to third, and they get the force out. Alvarez, I think, thought Bryan caught that ball and ran back towards second base. So instead of a base hit for Valdez, that's going to go as a 7-6-5 force out. As Pride fired it in to Ibar, who then made the underhand toss to Speck to get the out at third base. A huge break for the Bees. Now here's John Weber, who's 1 for 4. Drove in a run with a double in the 5th inning. A base running mistake by Nick Alvarez there. So runners at first and second, 2 out. The pitch. Breaking ball low, ball 1. Boy, you don't see that very often. Force out at third on a base hit to left field, or an apparent base hit. Valdez does not get credit for it. It's nothing more than a fielder's choice. Want to know the count on Weber. Rauenhorst pitch. Swung on and lifted foul. Back into the left of home plate. That evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. So Robles now on at second base. Valdez at first. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count on John Weber. From the stretch, Rauenhorst ready. The 1-1. Curveball low and outside. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. The outfield in and around towards left for Weber. Rauenhorst ready. The 2-1. Swinging a high bounding ball right side. Nice backhand scoop by Morales. Takes it 3 steps to the bag, and Rauenhorst somehow works out of a jam here in the 8th. No runs, no hits. 2 runners left on base. We go to the 9th. It's Las Vegas 5, the Bees 4 on ESPN 1230.
Attention Utah business owners. Not sure what directory to advertise in? Do they all seem the same? Phone Directories Company has the solution. From Salt Lake to St. George, we cover Utah with 15 great directories, all designed with Utah communities in mind. Our memorable covers and unique features make them the directories of choice for your customers. With affordable pricing and local sales representatives, advertising has never been easier. Let us make the difference in your business. PDC, Phone Directories Company. Great people, great books, great results. To advertise, call 1-800-228-0801.
Hi, Evening News? is the anchorman there? The guy who reads the 6 o'clock news? Yeah, the blonde guy. Well, I need him to mention that I'm looking for a home. Yep, a new home. Well, that way, anyone selling in the area can call me, and we can work out a viewing around my schedule. Yeah, and I'm only available Sunday between 2 and 4. You haven't mentioned that, would you? Thanks.
You don't need to make an announcement when you're looking for a home to buy. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage makes it easy to find open houses in a range of styles and prices, including new construction, giving you every advantage in finding a home. You can access information about our open houses on our website. And the more homes you view, the more likely you are to find the one that's absolutely perfect for you. If you're already searching for a home, thinking about buying, or just interested in the local real estate market, go to utahhomes.com today.
No, I'm holding for the anchorman.
To find the open houses you want to see this weekend, visit utahhomes.com. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage is owned and operated by NRT Incorporated.
All right, we go to the 9th inning. Team trailing by a run at 5-4, and right-hander Jonathan Broxton comes in to try to close it out for Las Vegas. He worked a 1-2-3 9th inning yesterday and got the win when the 51 scored 2 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Overall, Broxton making his 3rd appearance of the year. He's given up 1 hit, no runs in 2 innings, and 5 of the 6 outs he's recorded has been by a strikeout. A big 6'4", 275-pounder. In his 5th year. Appeared in 14 games for the Dodgers last season, went 1-0. His first major league strikeout last year was none other than Albert Pujols. But here he's trying to pick up the save. He earned 5 of them in 33 appearances last year for Jacksonville, although 13 of those were starts. Eric Aybar to lead it off. He's trailing by a run. In at third, Truby. Even with a bag at first, Alvarez. And the first pitch to Eric Aybar. There's a fastball strike on the outside corner at the knees. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Jason Bolger getting ready in the Bees bullpen in case we do go to the bottom of the 9th inning. The 0-1. Fastball swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Las Vegas trying to take a second consecutive 1-run game from the Bees. The 0-2. Swinging a ground ball to short. Valdez handles the letter high bounce. The throw to first. On target and in time for out number 1. Aybar retired, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up Howie Kendrick, who's 1 for 4. Drove in a run with a ground out. One out, nobody on base for the Bees here in the 9th. Now, Howie Kendrick's turn to try to get things going here in the 9th. Broxton's pitch. Fastball low, ball 1. Radar gun on the scoreboard, registering 96 miles per hour on that pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. Broxton delivers. Swing and a miss at a fastball, and that evens the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Broxton came into this season with 314 strikeouts in 291 and 2/3 innings in the minor leagues. Now the 1-1 to Kendrick. Swing and a miss at a fastball, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nick Gorneau due next. The outfield straight away. The 1-2 on its way. Check swing foul to the right of home plate. So Kendrick stays alive. The count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Broxton, a 2nd-round pick in 2002, right out of Burke County High School in Georgia. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Broxton ready, and the big right-hander delivers. Swinging a fastball and a foul. Back over the roof and out of play. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Angels batting in the bottom of the ninth, trailing Texas 4-3. One and two the count on Kendrick. Broxton's pitch. Fastball, that's sliced out of play down the right field side, and the count's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Kendrick able to foul off 3 straight 1-2 pitches. Now Broxton ready. The 1-2 to Kendrick again. Low, ball 2-2. Broxton with a mid-90s fastball. A slider he throws in the 88-mile-per-hour range, and a changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count on Kendrick. Now Broxton ready. The pitch. Line smacked up the middle and into center field. A base hit as that one ate up Oscar Robles at second base. That thing got to him a lot quicker than he thought it would. Well, you could see Kendrick slowly but surely getting his timing on Broxton's heater. Swung and missed, and he fouled one off to the right, just to the right of home plate. Fouled one off deep down the right field line, and then he was able to take that one in between the second baseman Robles and the second base bag. Boy, they called that one an error? There's no way. Wow. Tough to get a hit here in Las Vegas, one way or the other. Now here's Nick Gorneau, 0 for 3. Retired on a comebacker his last time up. The pitch. Low, ball 1. Well, that thing was scalded. Runner at first base, 1 out. Infield double play depth for Las Vegas. The 1-0 pitch to Gorneau. Swinging a ground ball. That's going to get through into left field, a base hit. Kendrick will hold at second base as Guzman comes up with it. And now the Bees have runners at first and second base with 1 out. The tying run now in scoring position as Gorneau extends his hitting streak to 5 games. Now here's Mike Napoli, 1 for 4. He doubled to left field his last time up. And now the catcher Martin out to have a word with Broxton, who's pitching on consecutive nights for the first time this year. So Kendrick on its second base, representing the potential tying run. Gorneau, the potential lead run over at first. So now here's Napoli. The outfield straight away, the infield double play depth. Broxton ready. The first pitch to Napoli. Low and outside, ball 1 as he missed with a slider. Jason Bulger heating up down the left field line for the Bees, hoping to get a chance to pitch in the bottom half of the 9th inning. Now the 1-0 pitch to Napoli on the way. Strike on the outside corner to Denise. And now the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike on Mike. 1-1 the count. Broxton ready. Glance towards second. And now the 1-1. Swing and a miss to the fastball away, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Napoli with Dallas McPherson due next. One and 2 the count. Bees with 2 on, 1 out here in the 9th, trailing by a run at 5-4. Broxton ready. The 1-2 to Napoli. Swing and a miss at a fastball. He struck him out. 13th strikeout for Las Vegas pitching in the ball game. Now 2 down. It's up to Dallas McPherson. Went down swinging in the second. Blasted a long 2-run homer in the 4th. Struck out swinging again in the 6th and drew a base on balls in the 7th, so he's 1 for 3. So Dallas with just 4 hits and 23 at-bats this year, looking for hit number 5 that could very at least tie it up. Broxton's first pitch to McPherson. Fastball high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. The outfield straight away. The infield back now with 2 outs. Now Broxton gets his sign from Martin. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Low and outside. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. Kendry Morales is due next. 2 balls, no strikes. Kendrick stretching out of his lead at second base. Gorno likewise at first. The 2-0 to McPherson. Swing and a miss to the fastball down and in, and the count's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runners take their leads. Broxton ready. The 2-1 pitch to McPherson. Low and inside with a slider, ball 3. 3-1 the count on Dallas. Some of the Las Vegas fans on their feet trying to cheer Broxton on. 3-1 the count. The pitch. Strike 2 called at the knees. McPherson ready to toss his bat aside, thinking that was low for ball 4. So now with a full count, the runners will automatically be on the move with the pitch. Kendrick at second, Gorno at first. Now Broxton ready. The 3-2 payoff pitch as the runners take off. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, and that's the ball game. No runs, 1 hit, 2 runners left on the base paths. The final score here at Cashman Field, Las Vegas 5 and the Bees 4. Back with the 10th inning show right after this on ESPN 1230.
The game is over, and the fans are headed home. Stay tuned. The 10th inning show is coming up next. You've been listening to Salt Lake Bees Baseball on your home for the Salt Lake Bees. ESPN 1230 AM.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we know how much you count on your vehicle. So when it needs repairs, body work, or a new windshield, where should you take it? Go to America's most recommended name in damaged vehicle repair. That's right. In an independent nationwide customer satisfaction survey, Abra Auto Body and Glass was the company most recommended to family and friends for quality of work, customer communication, and overall service. Why? Maybe it's our commitment to safety. Abra spends more to train our technicians than anyone else in the industry, and every repair meets our strict safety standards. Maybe it's our lifetime warranty that backs up all those repairs. Or that Abra works with over 500 insurance companies nationwide to make your claims process a snap. Whatever the reason, Abra Auto Body and Glass is proud to be so highly regarded. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an appointment.
For more than 25 years, there's been a guy you've trusted, a guy you've known, Larry H. Miller. Since 1979, when Larry H. Miller opened his first automotive dealership, he's had one primary goal in mind, to make our communities grow stronger and better by offering the very best in quality, service, selection, and price. And since that day, nearly 3 decades ago, you've been there to help the Larry H. Miller dealerships become one of the largest and most respected dealership groups in the entire country. And for that, we say thank you. Today, you can choose to shop at more than a dozen of our automotive dealerships along the Wasatch Front, almost all of which feature dealership service centers on site. We also have 3 state-of-the-art collision repair facilities to serve you. We know that we could not continue to grow our business without yours. So when it comes to your next car, there's a guy you know who cares about values, honor, integrity, and trust.
Larry H. Miller.
After all, you know this guy.
Welcome to the 10th Inning Show, a complete recap of today's game, as well as a look at other games around the major leagues and the Pacific Coast League. Once again, let's go back to the ballpark with the voice of the Salt Lake Bees, Steve Klauke.
Well, another tough one-run loss for the Bees as they drop a 5-4 decision to the Las Vegas 51s. The final total for Las Vegas, 5 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors, and 8 runners left on base. For the Bees, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors, and they left 10 runners on base. The winning pitcher, Joe Beimel, 1-0. The loser, Matt Wilhite, 0-1. Jonathan Broxton worked out of trouble in the 9th inning for his first save of the season. Time of the game, 2 hours, 51 minutes. The paid attendance, 2,441, as Delwyn Young got a new lease on life in the 7th inning when the Bees misplayed a pop foul as Brian Specht overran it over by the third base dugout, and Young took advantage of that second chance with a home run to the opposite field. The Bees threatened in the 9th, but could not cash in as they now have lost 3 in a row after winning 3 straight to start the season, while Las Vegas, a franchise record-setting best start at 6-0, their previous best of 5-0 back in 1983. So again, a tough night for the Bees, a second straight one-run loss to Las Vegas. So we'll be back to take a look at the other scores around baseball coming up next on the Abra Scoreboard here on ESPN 1230.
Salt Lake City Credit Union is a guaranteed home run with personalized service and the best rates in town. Salt Lake City Credit Union offers a full menu of financial services, including business services and SBA loans, mortgages, free checking and debit cards, auto loans, and online banking. With 7 locations throughout the valley, they're big enough to provide you with everything you need from a financial institution, and they're small enough to give you the friendly, individualized service you deserve. You owe it to yourself to have an account at Salt Lake City Credit Union, above and beyond every day.
Eligibility and membership required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hi, Evening News? Is the anchorman there? The guy who reads the 6 o'clock news. Yeah, the blonde guy. Well, I need him to mention that I'm looking for a home. Yep, a new home. Well, that way, anyone selling in the area can call me, and we can work out a viewing around my schedule. Yeah, and I'm only available Sunday between 2 and 4. You have to mention that, would you? Thanks.
You don't need to make an announcement when you're looking for a home to buy. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage makes it easy to find open houses and a range of styles and prices, including new construction, giving you every advantage in finding a home. You can access information about our open houses on our website. And the more homes you view, the more likely you are to find the one that's absolutely perfect for you. If you're already searching for a home, thinking about buying, or just interested in the local real estate market, go to utahhomes.com today.
No, I'm holding for the anchorman.
To find the open houses you want to see this weekend, visit utahhomes.com. Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage is owned and operated by NRT Incorporated.
Dreaming of owning your own home? Cypress Credit Union would like to make your dream a reality with fantastic rates on low-fee construction and mortgage loans. Visit cypresscu.com or speak to a mortgage specialist at 260-7600. We'll help you determine your home buying power and the loan that best fits your needs. Mention this ad and we'll waive the $175 processing fee when you get your mortgage.
Cypress Credit Union, your future is our future.
Equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Las Vegas, where the Bees fall by a final score of 5-4. Time now for a look at tonight's Abra Scoreboard. Windshield chips or cracks got you down? Let the specialist at Abra take the worry out of your glass replacement or repair. Abra offers glass replacement on all makes and models, as well as stone chip repair, mobile service, and a lifetime warranty. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA today to schedule your appointment. All of the rest of the action in the Pacific Coast League has been completed. At Tucson, Fresno a winner over the Sidewinders by a score of 5-3. Nashville tops Iowa in Des Moines today, 4-1. As we mentioned several times, Ben Sheets with a solid outing in his, what he hopes will be his final rehab assignment. No runs and 3 hits allowed in 5 2/3 innings. Portland gets a home run from Justin Leone in the bottom of the 9th to defeat Colorado Springs 3-2. New Orleans tops Memphis 4-1. At Omaha, it was Albuquerque defeating the Royals 4-1. At Oklahoma, the Red Hawks suffered their first loss, falling to Round Rock 7-3. Sacramento routs Tacoma up at Cheney Stadium by a score of 8-3. In the American League, the Angels scored 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth on an RBI double by Adam Kennedy and an error to give the Angels a 5-4 win over Texas. Former Buzz lefty J.C. Romero gets the win for the Angels. The Yankees score 5 runs in the bottom of the eighth to defeat Kansas City 9-7. It was Boston 5, Toronto 3. David Ortiz, his second home run of the year. Cleveland outscores Seattle 9-5 at Jacobs Field. Travis Hafner with his 5th home run of the year. Baltimore doubled up Tampa Bay down in St. Pete by a score of 8-4. And it was Minnesota winning their home opener, edging Oakland by a score of 7-6. In the National League, Colorado spoils the home opener for Arizona, beating the Diamondbacks 6-5. It was the Mets winning at Washington 7-1. Cincinnati hit 6 home runs to beat the Cubs 9-2. It was San Diego over Florida 9-3. 2 home runs for Khalil Green. Pittsburgh edged the Dodgers 7-6, and the Giants and the Astros were rained out in San Francisco. And that's your Abra scoreboard. Back with a recap of this game right after this 2-minute timeout on ESPN 1230.
Let's face it, life's full of little dings and dents, particularly when you or your teenager are driving. At Abra Auto Body and Glass, we realize not every fender bender requires a lengthy dialogue with an insurance agent. To keep your insurance premiums down, it's sometimes better to handle a repair on your own, especially when the damage is mostly just a cosmetic annoyance. Bring your dinged and dented vehicle to Abra and let us help you and your family get the quality repair you need at a price you can afford. We've been at it for over 20 years, and with the best trained technicians in the industry, we can make your car sparkle like it did before you or your teenager had an unfortunate mishap. So, even when you are not submitting an insurance claim, let Abra work with you to get an affordable, quality repair with a lifetime warranty. Auto Body Repair of America. Abra, America's most recommended. Call 1-888-USA-ABRA to schedule an immediate appointment.
Hey, I'm a pretty worldly guy. I mean, I know that if you play your cards right in Nepal, a pair of blue jeans can get you a car. And if you're ever in Kuala Lumpur, I know a guy who knows that you can get anything on the cheap. In Norway, you jump on the right ad in the paper, and you can practically live for free. Above a 24-hour disco with 8 roommates. But in all my travels, nothing compared to the deal I can get on a double cheeseburger from McDonald's Dollar Menu. And I've traded my sunglasses for a Camel.
There's no problem choosing with a deal like this. So get into McDonald's and hit up the Dollar Menu for a juicy double cheeseburger, a mouth-watering hot and spicy McChicken sandwich, hot fries, or an icy cold Coca-Cola. And you'll even find some McDonald's open till midnight or later.
One time in Barcelona, actually, my mom might be listening to this. I'm loving it.
Prices and participation may vary.
Welcome back to Cashman Field, where it was a scoreless ball game going into the bottom of the second inning with 1 out. Russell Martin walked. Nick Alvarez singled to center field. Martin then came home from second base on a single to left field by Oscar Robles, and it was 1-0 in favor of Las Vegas. But the Bees would come back to take the lead in the fourth inning when, with 1 out, Mike Napoli hit a high pop fly on the infield that was misplayed by the third baseman Truby into a 2-base error. And then on a 2-2 pitch, Dallas McPherson launched a long home run deep over the wall in right field, his first of the year, to put the Bees ahead 2-1. Then they took a 3-1 lead against Chad Billingsley in Las Vegas. Curtis Pride single, moved to second on a ground out, to third on an infield single by Eric Ibar, and then Pride scored on a ground out by Howie Kendrick to make it 3-1. But Joe Saunders, struggling throughout, struggled even more in the fifth inning, and Las Vegas regained the lead as Wilson Valdez doubled to right field. He came home on a double off the right field wall by John Weber. Willie Ibar's single to center field scored Weber, and that tied the game at 3-3. Then Joel Guzman singled off the right field wall, scoring Ibar to put Las Vegas ahead 4-3. Then in the sixth inning, the Bees retied it with 1 out. Back-to-back singles by Kendry Morales and Brian Speck put runners at first and second. Curtis Pride hit a ball to deep left field that turned Joel Guzman around, and they rule it a two-base error. And so now it was a 4-4 game as Morales scored, but the Bees had second and third, one out. But back-to-back very questionable called third strikes on Reggie Willits and Eric Ibar kept it at a tie game until the seventh inning. With one out, Elwin Young hit a pop foul near the third base dugout. Brian Speck coming over to make the play overran the ball. It fell behind him, giving Young a new lease on life. And on a 2-2 pitch, he went the other way with it, dropping a home run over the left field wall. And that made it 5-4 Las Vegas, and they were able to make it hold up as they win their second straight one-run game over the Bees tonight by a final score of 5-4. Once again, Joe Beimel the winner, 1-0. Matt Wilhite the loser, 0-1. And Jonathan Broxton with his first save of the year. Game 3 of this series comes your way tomorrow night here from Cashman Field. And we'll tell you all about it right after this final 2-minute timeout on ESPN 1230.
It's Papa John's biggest introduction ever. The new Kong-size specialty pizza. 30% bigger than our original large pizza. With Kong-size slices of pepperoni and Italian sausage. Right now, get Papa John's new Kong-size specialty pizza for just $12.99. And get a $3 coupon for the King Kong DVD. Call now or order online at papajohns.com and we'll deliver. Limited delivery area charges may apply. Papa John's Kong-size specialty pizza for only $12.99. And King Kong on the DVD today. Rated PG-13.
Attention Utah business owners. Not sure what directory to advertise in? Do they all seem the same? Phone Directories Company has the solution. From Salt Lake to St. George, we cover Utah with 15 great directories, all designed with Utah communities in mind. Our memorable covers and unique features make them the directories of choice for your customers. With affordable pricing and local sales representatives, advertising has never been easier. Let us make the difference in your business. TDC, Phone Directories Company. Great people, great books, great results. To advertise, call 1-800-228-0801.
For more than 25 years, there's been a guy you've trusted, a guy you've known, Larry H. Miller. Since 1979, when Larry H. Miller opened his first automotive dealership, he's had one primary goal in mind, to make our communities grow stronger and better by offering the very best in quality, service, selection, and price. And since that day, nearly 3 decades ago, you've been there to help the Larry H. Miller dealerships become one of the largest and most respected dealership groups in the entire country. And for that, we say thank you. Today, you can choose to shop at more than a dozen of our automotive dealerships along the Wasatch Front, almost all of which feature dealership service centers on site. We also have 3 state-of-the-art collision repair facilities to serve you. We know that we could not continue to grow our business without yours. So when it comes to your next car, there's a guy you know who cares about values, honor, integrity, and trust. Larry H. Miller. After all, you know this guy.
Well, another tough loss for the Bees here in Las Vegas. There's another one-run decision. Goes Las Vegas' way by a final score of 5-4. Game 3 of the series comes your way tomorrow night. Right-hander Dustin Mosley, who won his first start on Friday in Tucson, will go for the Bees against right-hander DJ Holton, who had a no decision in his first outing of the season. Once again, game time is at 8:05. We'll be on the air with the On Deck Circle beginning at 7:45. So we hope you'll join us from Las Vegas for this one, and don't forget to be with us in person on Friday for the home opener at Franklin Covey Field against the Portland Beavers. That'll do it for tonight. Once again, in front of 2,441, and in 2 hours, 51 minutes, the final score. Las Vegas 51-5, and the Salt Lake Bees 4. I'm Steve Klauke saying good night, and so long from Las Vegas.
This has been the 10th Inning Show. Make sure to be with us next time for Salt Lake Bees baseball on your home for the Salt Lake Bees. ESPN 1230 AM.